Hey everybody, it's the Astrogo, and it's time for more Total War Warhammer 3. Hopefully, maybe. It's always a little bit of a crapshoot once we start loading saves from like the first run, because the game tends to start freaking out a little bit, especially when it comes to post-release updates, which they just did one a few hours ago, and now the game is like kind of like, oh, you load this one up, you're gonna get in trouble, your game's going to crash. And it's like, man, I'm pointing at Cool Guy, I'm pointing at Reichland, they're already crashing, they're already burning, it's fine. I was getting set up for this stream, and I also found, I found Grimgog, and I found Wydrick. I just wanted to share those with you. I also found Drazbad. from, it's like, so like, you know, we're just going through all the usual things that, like, you know, Cool Guy has to deal with as a human being. And so I'm going to undeafen myself in the chat again and say hello to the other two. Hello, Cool Guy. Hello, Soul. Thank you for joining me once again. Are you all excited and ready to get horribly beaten to death?
Let's do this thing.
I mean, yeah, Cool Guy is obviously
by ice slits.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's a real pity that I don't have an invulnerable unit just built into my roster, and instead have some of the shittiest line troops on the planet.
I don't know how to tell you this, dude, but I actually sat down and played some Karl Franz last night. I don't know if you saw the screenshot, but I was on, like, you know, turn 85, and I had the entirety of the Empire controlled by the Empire.
I mean, yeah, turn 85. I suspect I'll have the same thing. No, in seriousness, my biggest tactical error was doing those couple of auto calcs that I was just like, I'm sure that this won't have larger side effects. I simply took too many casualties, and then the times that I needed auto calc to favor me to not have literally everybody but Carl die to like a bunch of goblin stacks, then everything was too wounded to do it. So I should have played more conservatively, actually done those things, and I would have a moderately different situation. Like, I probably would have been able to integrate one more province, but you know,
sounds like
give me another 50
weapon...
turns, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Look, buddy, that is some weapons grade copium. It's okay just to say you suck at the game.
It's also fine for me to say you have invulnerable units. I'm sorry, I have hard battles after turn 5, unlike you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
What unit of souls is invulnerable?
War sleds.
Like,
he literally showed off how those things work.
They take damage.
They are not invulnerable. No. You know, you have to have a good pilot. I'm sorry, you have to be good at the game.
Yeah, it's absolutely got nothing to do with the fact that you genuinely showed off how you can just run over a whole bunch of idiots, and there's nothing whatsoever they can do about it. And that was a completely normal mid to late-ish game Skaven army. And we discussed in the Discord how anything short of monstrous infantry is still not going to be able to do anything. No, it's not like we had any of these conversations at all.
You know, it's really weird. I played Karl Franz last night, and I can't for the life of me figure out where this summon the electric cope button is that you're using right now.
I'm just... Okay, if you are done flapping the bloated carcass that you call a body,
I mean, if you're done spewing a whole bunch of bullshit from the thing you call a mouth,
it's not my fault that Skavens brought Rat to a sled fight. Okay, that's their problem.
Rat.txt.
He got ratted. Poor Bok. He didn't know what he was about to unleash upon himself.
His name is Bok. I'm sorry. Like I feel like we shouldn't expect too much out of him because his name is Bok.
All right.
Elspeth wants a non-aggression pact with me. Hey, are you planning on attacking Elspeth?
No, I'm going to integrate her at some point. So
okay,
go
then
ahead.
I will take that. Yeah.
Yeah. Take it. Like get whatever money you can out of her, because eventually it will become my money.
Yes. Last time.
What do you want?
For everybody else's understanding, last time we did We did one of Malachi's adventures, and I was a little bit bad at it. So because I forgot to press my win the battle instantly button until like the end, and then I won the battle instantly. We'll get there. The College of
by the way,
Pyrotechnics.
can you-
No.
Hey, can you warn me when you are about to confederate fucking Hawkland or Talib fucking Talibland? Yeah.
Talibland. Okay. Yeah, I will warn you.
Or Ostland. Basically anyone that borders Wolfenburg, because just before you confederate them, I will sell them Wolfenburg, so I get a bunch of cash, and then you get the city for free.
Cool. Suits me.
Okay.
Might be time
let's
to
see,
update
what are we doing?
the cargo racks. Bada booey.
Did you wiped out what's his face's Astrogoth stack already, right?
Yeah, we popped Astrogoth pretty quickly in the events, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm
What's
gonna
his power
have
rank
to.
right now?
Yeah, I'm eyeing off the north because I definitely see I think.
Well,
'cause-
I'm gonna go deal with Bok first then, because I think we just wiped out Astrogoth, so it's gonna take him a while.
Yeah.
And I'd like to deal
I'm
with
gonna
the
kind of
rats
like
sooner
double
rather
back
than-
towards my territories a little bit here.
Oh wait,
just
never mind. Take a look. He's already marched dancing another full stack. I'm gonna ambush him then. That's what we're
Okay.
gonna do.
But like I said, like Archeon has war decked me, and I do see some of his sassy boys in the distance getting ready to come assault me. So I'm just gonna move King Lun Quarrel Seeker and his trusty sidekick Limlin. They're gonna head back
Yeah.
to my territory just to.
Yeah, I didn't need to bother joining that war because I was already at war with him.
Yeah.
I was trying to get Carl to join, and not Carl, Boris, and Boris is like, no, I'd rather be dead. So that's what he is.
Mhm. Yeah. Big mistake.
He kind of deserves it though. Like that was a pretty smooth brain move. But guess who I got back?
Who dat?
I got me Astankia. She's now back.
Awesome.
Oh wow. Yeah, I thought you were having trouble getting her into the Confederation too, didn't you?
No, she confederated just fine. It was Boris that was like, so here's the dumb thing. In the last stream, there was one turn where he was at minus 0.4. And if I had gone, like, recruited some lords or something, and then begged Robokai to reload the game, he would have accepted confederation at that point, but it's not worth it. Because that would have been a huge
that's
pain in the ass.
unfortunate.
I mean,
I forgot
it's
Castalp
fine
is,
because
like,
I'm getting
up in here.
I'm getting Ostankia, who is by far the best Kislev legendary lord, and that's all that really matters. Like Boris is great and all, but all of his talents are really focused on his melee prowess and not like faction bonuses. So missing out on him is not that big of a deal.
Oh. Okay, that's not something I expected.
To get myself some more fancy buildings in the spirit of Grungni, so that I can like. Because I really feel like I want to go from dwarf warriors to longbeards. Can I build longbeards yet? No, not yet.
She's only level 10. I'm gonna respec Ostankia. Her skills are stupid.
Yeah, a wee bit more money before I can do that.
1, 2,
How much money do you need?
3.
Oh, it'll be like 2 turns if I don't, frivolously buy anything. I'm kind of replenishing my losses at the moment anyway. So like Malachi's not in a hurry. He's because I had a few spaces opened up. I've gotten a few more Doom Seekers into the army, so
Great.
that should be fun. We too love
For
our
whatever
Doom
reason,
Seekers.
that the one minor Kislev clan that is left is at war with the Fekendites, even though they're like 1,000 miles away.
Yeah,
that's
they're not going to be around that much longer. I'm going to leave the goblins alone for the immediate moment, and in another next turn, I'm going to start moving moving my boys, my newly reconstituted stacks out to stomp on Festus and get him out of my face.
All right, let me do some building upgrades here. I think I'll.
Yeah.
I'm
So
basically gonna ignore everything except for Frog.
Here's like the really funny thing I was talking about before to you, Soul. like Bellicor's territory is like Albion, right? And Albion's like England. It's like it's shit, it's wet, it's nasty. But they have a fucking lizard man civilization or something in the middle of it that is used as the Dark Fortress, and it's a jungle climate.
Yeah, I love taking Albion. Like I like that little island there.
It's just like it's uninhabitable for me, which means oh, they get ambushed.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, no, that they did not fall for the ambush. But check it out. He's in March stance, which means
He's
telling me
just gonna die.
it's telling me Pyrrhic victory, but his stack is almost pure goblins. He's got a Taurus.
Look, if you wanna run him over with sleds, you just say the word and we will watch.
I have karage chicken, so I can sit down and basically
I have
Yeah.
flame
So
grilled
no, so
South
the-
American barbecue flavored Pringles here.
Yeah, it's telling me Pyrrhic, which I cannot afford because I need those sleds to stay healthy. But this army composition is absolutely garbage. He doesn't have Dreadquake mortars. He doesn't have any artillery.
So in other words, you're actually invulnerable. Wow. I can't imagine how that might have happened.
This fucking stack somehow got sillier the last time I saw it.
No, I think
Holy
like,
shit, that is
this time I will
stupid.
actually take some casualties because like
There's just
I'm gonna have to deal with that Taurus.
such a large number of just like patriarchs just hanging out in there, just and then of course there's Poutine.
The longer the
there.
beard, the closer to God.
The voice actors for the patriarchs really put their heart and soul into it.
Good lord. Astrogoth's just this is like this is a sad stack that Astrogoth has got here.
Yeah, he's
that is
really
pretty-
scraping the barrel when he comes in using my tactics. Like, come on, buddy.
And he hasn't even
He's not even
committed
using
to
your
it.
tactics well, because when you use your tactics, there's like 8 of these armies.
Yeah.
Right, we do. Here's
Also, I want to
Number
correct you for
one.
a second there, cool guy. It's not the longer the beard, the closer to the god. It's the more the bears, the closer to god.
Oh, okay.
And we are pretty close to god here. I can't. It's
have
really
a-
funny actually. I go to zoom in and look at the bears, and like Soul moves them and they vanish, and I'm just like, oh my god, the bear escaped.
The bears went to God.
The bears went to god. Yeah, they got close to god.
Alright. For whatever reason, I still have these Kassars. I'm not sure what they're doing here, but
Iceland's magic.
All right,
Hanging
so-
out until Ostankia shows up, and then
the
they're gonna
game
go
the
hang out
game
with
predicted
Ostankia.
Pyrrhic victory. What do you think it's going to end up being?
Yeah, we know.
I'm guessing like close victory. I'm gonna be a Duma. I'm gonna say close victory.
For all the world depends on Kislev. Fight with pride, my people.
Here it
Dude,
comes.
those goblins really wish they had stayed home sick today.
I'm pretty like they're laborers. I don't think they had a choice in the matter.
Alright, Katarn, let's get you up here.
That's sort of like rule number 1 about being a slave.
Oh,
You don't get
begins.
choices.
That's the only thing about being a slave.
Lord. Just hobgoblins dropping. Yeah, I don't think their shields are doing much. Oh, there's the big flying boy.
It's bear time.
It's just the bare necessities, the simple
It's Morales already like bottoming out from this that encounter.
Yeah, I thought you were overvaluing that Taurus, and turned out I was right. Like those things don't do very well against anything with armor or a melee attack.
Yeah, they're early tier monsters.
Really, just not that good.
Oh, there's Astrogoth. He's run up and he's getting drifted on. He's not entirely. He's not so much attack. Oh, there he goes. I love his stupid skeleton. His exoskeleton.
Alright, it's time. Where is the biggest stack that's left? Oh, there's no stacks big enough to justify
He lived.
blizzards.
Oh, there he goes.
Alright, we'll just drop it here on these guys that are routing.
He lived.
You still have Yeah, the bull centaur renders, which you are.
Whoops! I blizzarded my own dude. Sorry.
Good job.
That was a real Activision moment. Just everywhere I pan on the battlefield, it's dudes getting up because the sled just run over them.
Good lord, that Taurus couldn't even measure up to Patarin. Patarin's a wizard.
She fights with the children.
Oh, I think you might have lost a single war sled.
Yep.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That was the fact that I accidentally dropped a blizzard right on my head.
And it's kind of funny because, like, at the right distance, it kind of looks like some Chaos Duels were hiding in it afterwards too, for like safety. How's Astrogo's health doing? Oh, he's alright. I mean, the rest of his army is like like, you know, just not like his battle line is to call it a disarray would be too kind for what this battle line is doing.
There was absolutely nothing he was going to do about that.
These little goblins being like, wait, that's a bunch of guys not in sleds. Let's get them, guys.
Yeah. Oh, and now this is when I switched the sleds to skirmish mode to deal with Astrogoth, and then we're done here.
Oh, you got some goblins up on your cussas. I can't imagine how this is going to go for the goblins, I mean. I think they're already running. I think they've already routing. They're already routed. Alright, see you guys later.
So that's how that turned out.
It's a patriarch, they're dueling Astrogoth. That's not very smart, buddy.
Is it really dueling when there's a war sled kicking his ass right there? Alright, there you go.
They're shoving him.
I think he took one casualty.
He's being shoved around.
Now, just before we end here, we're going to heal up. So get all the patriarchs together and start shouting at each other. There's
an Astrogoth somewhere in here. There he goes. Oh, look at him go. That's a bona fide Benny Hill moment.
Make sure we get Katerin healed up full. And she's all healed up, so we're done.
Imagine being like the orc slaves, the orc laborers, and just like looking to the side and just seeing the guy who's been like your horrible slave master, just like sprinting for his life, being mauled by bears.
Must feel pretty good until the same thing happens to you like 1 second later.
Well, so long as the bear, you gotta, as the saying goes, you don't have to be the fastest, you just have to be slightly faster than the slowest guy.
5 of them were friendly fire. 10 were from those bull centaurs.
Mm-hmm. And even then, you didn't lose a model. I mean, you didn't use a card. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the replenishment will
That's so funny.
Says waiting for other players to finish loading.
Yeah,
I am legitimately still loading. So
yeah, okay, good.
I'm still loading.
Like, it's one of the few times that is not lying to you.
I would have loved to have seen that as an ambush, though. Yeah, like, I haven't played out an ambush in a long time, just because there's such instant win buttons.
If that was an ambush, it would have been even more one-sided because of the huge defense penalties you get for the first minute or so.
It would have been
guess what? I actually don't lose anything because Salyak will recover the sleds. So, yes, I literally lost nothing.
Yeah. Like I said, you didn't lose any cards. You still had models in your cards.
Are you gonna do any shenanigans with Ungrim? Because he wants a non-aggression pact with me.
Oh yeah, I'll confederate him eventually.
All right.
Confederation for the dwarves has changed. I've got to basically have way more grudge points built up than he has in order to do it. And typically, that's at its best when they're wiped out.
Okay, this is the third diplomacy this turn. Oh, Bok wants peace. Okay, I'll give you the peace of the grave, buddy. It's not happening.
Poor Bok. And by poor Bok, I mean fuck that guy.
And I have Ulrika.
Cool. Yep, aborted the quest. Finally.
I'm a Kaisen.
All right, Malachi. It's time
Yeah,
to start
yeah.
heading towards the Serpent Jetty. We
Getting
need to-
her by turn 33 is pretty. I think typically I aim for about turn 30, and you're doing pretty good if you get her by that.
Who even travels by foot these days?
Who even travels by foot these days? I do. Shut up.
It's cozier underground.
Gonna replace
All
my
right.
replace my lost turrets, and next turn I'll buy the Longbeard building. Oh, Go Trek and Felix doing the level ups.
All right, Katerin now has lightning strike, so I'm ready for the end game. Bring on the crisis, buddy.
I wonder what crisis we're gonna get.
Oh, you didn't do ultimate crisis? Come on.
No, I didn't. Well, at least I don't think I did. I don't know. Now you've got me worried.
So I'm kind of thinking I can actually take out Astrogo's capital, I think, this turn. Take a look. It's tier 3, and the garrison is really terrible. Are you guys up for a siege battle?
Give me just 1 second to finish
Yeah,
looking at other stuff,
yeah,
but
do all your stuff.
I don't give a crap. Do what you need to do.
Yeah, I'm good if you want to do a siege battle.
I thought I invoked Oz, but then it's telling me it must have lagged out or something because it's telling me I didn't.
Rough.
Yeah, I have no invocation active. There. Now Dawes is active. I don't think Castalton's won the supporter race. It's currently 270 to 88.
He's only a little less popular, okay? All right, I'm done.
He actually, I've seen people do Patriarch Doom stacks with Castalton, and that's pretty fucking hilarious. Because his, if he's your faction leader, he can grant 20% ward save to the Patriarchs, and then you can stack that up to where, like, it's just 18 Battle Popes and Castalton. All right, let me know when you guys are ready for.
I'm good.
Siege battle.
Go ahead and go for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Circle Buster. So the Grand Cathay DLC's rating is so low, primarily because when it first came out, it was a higher price for than like previous DLCs, and a lot of people considered it had way less content, and also wasn't really well implemented. And we've discussed that at length. It's a lot of it's because Sega Creative Assembly were working on Hyenas and just thought they could sort of coast by on it. They even had like one of their execs just kind of like be like, "Hey, if you don't buy this, then we just won't make any more DLCs." And everyone went, "Well, fuck you."
So the
which
the
was
auto
great.
calc here is telling me that fucking Ulrika dies, 2 Patriarchs die, a Kassar dies, and then 2 War Sleds die.
You think?
Do we think that's going to happen?
Not really.
I'm looking at that setup, and I'm gonna go with no. I'm not really expecting that to happen. Like the blunderbusses are a little scary, but beyond that, like the second one of those walls open, a war sled is just gonna plow straight through that hole in the wall, and then that's it.
What
It's
exactly
over.
do you think I'm going to open the walls with, buddy? I don't have any artillery.
Does that matter? Like you can just beat a gate open and it works exactly the same way.
Correct, and I want to show you another superpower that the War Sleds have that make them, in many cases, better than War Bears. They apply their crushing damage to gates. So they knock down gates faster than battering rams.
Outstanding.
They're bear-turing rams, that's why.
Exactly, and we'll show that off in just a second here. It's honestly, it's really broken because they are more efficient at taking down gates than actual artillery is.
I will say this though, Circle. What they've done since the DLC, like since that and the backlash from it, and Hyenas imploding into a ball of fire, which is always a very big thing to note, is they have gone through and done a lot more work to quotation marks fix the mistake. There is a lot more content now in the Cathay DLCs, and it really just depends. Like, do you know? I think, generally speaking, I would say for Cathay, the campaign is fun. It puts you in an entirely new place if you're playing Immortal Empires, and to be perfectly honest, like, why would you not? You get an interesting lord, but it is a very easy campaign, like ridiculously easy campaign. And I don't think any of the new units that get added really add a lot to it.
Alright, this is gonna be a tough battle. We're gonna need a lot of luck. You guys ready?
You're not. Quit poor mouthing this.
The Cathay content does actually have something to do with Cathay, but then you can disregard that and abandon it. But you can also like, it still interacts with a lot of the Cathay mechanics and things like that, and like, Cathay isn't quite so far away. You can basically use a nearby sailing point to send yourself back to Cathay if you want. Like, it's not.
Now, the disposition of those Kossars is going to be super important.
I would be asking for my money back if I got this city. By the way, I'm just looking at this city map and seeing how many fucking gates there are. It's just like, did we keep the receipt on this city?
I've just moused over the gate that's being mauled by bears currently. Holy cow! That's a lot of health dropping very, very rapidly. I wasn't even looking at the one that was getting
mauled by bears.
Yeah, like, I wasn't even looking at the one that got mauled first. So that was a fucking a treat. Yeah, but yeah, I would say, like, one of the things is that for Cathay, don't really feel like the units change that much for them. I will say the heroes and the lords are decent selections, and the legendary hero they added is pretty cool, and does actually have a bit more to it. Desynch has a really funny, extremely easy campaign, where you basically have to try really hard to lose and just misbehave all over the place, and you get a lot of fun fights and a lot of fun things you can do. So if you want to just, like, be an absolute pain in the backside, like, that's like, the Changeling is actually a really fun. Like, I had loads of fun and like, playing the Changeling.
Changeling is hilarious. Like, Changeling is basically, I don't really care about traditional winning, but I do want to cause as many problems as possible.
And
like, okay, great, you have fun with that.
And another good thing is that the DLC does add a new Lord selection and a new Hero selection, which seems sorely needed, which is to say, like, melee options. Chaos Lord and Chaos Exalted Hero. And they're both actually kind of interesting. The hero has 3 heads. I think it's 3 heads. And he can actually get a trait that allows him to, like, the army to immediately switch over to his leadership if your commander dies somehow, which is really funny. Very flavorful. Very Zinch. But the units are alright. The monstrous unit, the giant portal lisk like monster thingy, is really awesome. The Beastmen units can actually be used in your Warriors of Chaos and your Beastmen armies, which is pretty cool. And the blue scribes that get added, they're fun. They're a fun legendary hero selection as well. And in terms of Kislev in that DLC, they get basically a lot of really cracked nonsense. They, like, Astankia is busted. Her campaign mechanics are, like, she starts out in a sort of a trickier starting place than the other two, but she can snowball out of control, and it's really dangerous. They added they've added new heroes and lords as well, and the new lord selection was kind of sorely needed for Kislev too, because you had a choice between, you know, casters and, like, a really, really shit option. They're, like, running out of their own building. This is insane. They're just leaving. They're like, this fort sucks, it's full of bears, get out of here.
Man, I really would hate to defend this city, like, on the map. Just, there's so many fucking gate houses. Even if you didn't have, you know, just completely broken OP units attacking it, it would just be a complete pain in the ass.
But yeah, Kislev benefited the most from the DLC because they got a lot of really strong units that are like spread out across all the tiers and like a good lord option. Yeah, like just generally, and they actually even like they got a new it does kind of yeah like it does actually kind of look like it.
On this map,
Yeah,
it
so-
totally does look like puke.
Yeah.
If you think the war sleds are overpowered now, wait till you see when Ostanki is commanding them.
No, I'm good. Like I already know they're overpowered. I don't need further articulation of the point.
I just love they ate the doors. The doors drove in and just started shooting. Enemy building destroyed. Enemy building destroyed. Enemy building destroyed. Decisive victory. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Like I'm slowly inching my way towards getting like thunder barges. When I do, my power level will kick up. But like, I think the war sleds would still actually beat the thunder barges, which might sound like a really insane thing to say, but I think the sheer amount of firepower that a war sled army doomstack could put out would probably sink a lot of thunder barges. And for
here's
a
where it
general
gets
cost
even more
comparison,
cracked.
I think the thunder barges would like be way too more expensive and not worth it.
Here's where it gets even more cracked. Ice Witches and Frost Maidens can both roll a 30% upkeep reduction to War Sled specifically that stacks. So with one Ice Witch and 2 Frost Maidens in your stack, the upkeep on them is 0.
Who is Sartorial? Yep. Oh, so Sartorial the Everwatcher is a character that's been in the Total War Warhammer games since the very first iteration of it. He was a Lord of Change model that, basically the only Chaos Demon in the entire game for the longest time. And if you played as a Chaos faction, he would often come out and fight you to, so that you can prove that you're ready to be the Lord of the End Time sort of thing. So Sartorial has since been moved to where are we? Sartorial's kind of like down here now. He's probably already dead, but he tends to pop up now and again in stuff. But yeah, he's just a changer of ways that Zinch sends to test you.
Malachi.
Oh, Malachi, save your money.
Oh goodness.
Those Kossars really came in handy that fight.
They did.
Yeah, definitely.
They did.
Big help there.
Huge help. It's like this guy, Bastion Nightbane, is like he's definitely 100% heading towards Frozen Landing, which is why I've got King Lund the Coral Seeker just sort of sitting here waiting, and waiting, and biding his time and sharpening his axe, and petting his war sled. Yeah. If you're playing as Kairos, you get to watch Sartorial die like turn 5 most of the time because Teclis just like beats the ever-loving shit out of him.
I can finally spend all that money that I was saving up for to recruit fucking Ulrika. Because you have to have 15 grand saved.
Yeah.
Another thing that I just would not be able to do. All right.
Okay, I'm almost done. I'm just gonna see if anyone wants to trade with me.
The trick is just to never spend money and to go out and punch guys in the teeth and sack their houses, and then walk off again.
Astrogoth wants a treaty now. All right, I think I'm good.
Yeah, Sartorial was a big fish in a little old world, and now he's nothing impressive.
I kind of appreciate the opposite run of that, which is like back in Total Warhammer 1, there were a number of pretty big names like Kolek Suneater, who had absolutely no function or purpose besides being in Archaon's Doomstack.
Yeah.
And now like they have their own factions, they have their own campaigns. They're not good campaigns; they kind of suck, but you can at least get into high drama with them. ostensibly anyway.
Kolek's campaign is fantastic for one reason and one reason only.
What's
Get-
that?
It's get big.
Yeah.
So, like, for
Yeah,
everybody who's
um,
not aware, like, Archeon and, Chaos Warriors in general can vassalize pretty much everybody. Like, they can make everybody into a vassal, it doesn't matter who. And Archeon and Kolek have mechanics where the more factions you vassalize, the more bonuses you get. And in that particular case, oh yep, that was right, I just cleared that mission. Oh, he went that way, sassy little so-and-so. Can I reach him? No, but I can sneak up on him.
Oh, that's one of Arcane's vassals. His army is going to be pathetic. It's going to be a bunch of marauders.
Yeah, mind you, the Temple of Heimkel doesn't even have walls or anything, so he can cause problems. But we'll worry about that when we get to it. I have an army nearby. I can punch him in the teeth. It's alright. I'm not even remotely scared.
Maintenance. That's key.
But
Oh, I need.
the funny thing is that like every time you every time you vassalize somebody, Kolek's mass goes up.
No.
It's just basically is he just gets bigger and bigger and bigger until like he could just
Yeah.
like walk through an enemy unit and they just die. There's like nothing left of them.
It's a little bit like having a legendary war sled.
Yeah, basically he just his backstory is that like he slept for a long time and when he awoke, Kislev developed the war sled and he basically took it on as his chaos sonar, his bear sonar if you prefer, and that's why Kolek does what he does is basically he's trying to find himself a bear wife, and so he's become a bear sled because everybody knows a bear sled is one of the best ways to attract another bear because there's two bears there and they're all husband and wife.
What?
I really
going with that. line.
I really wasn't ready for like I don't think I've ever heard Saul just give such a flabbergasted what? I wasn't ready for that. Look, Kolek just wants to find another bear to pull a sled with him. That's all he wants. That's all he's ever wanted. Meanwhile, Archeon...
Why is
Just
this
FYI.
so hard to understand?
Yeah.
Bok is sneaking up on us too.
Of course he is. He's a Skaven.
His name is Bok Bok.
He can sneak all he wants, but he gonna get his throat cut as soon as like I actually have enough money making buildings. I need to get in some more fights to make some more money. I'll get like 5,000 bucks, I think, if I just blow up a few more things. No, 2,500. I just need to like kill a few more things with artillery and thunder barges.
No, that's daft.
All right, I am good to enter.
Yeah. Just so everyone understands as well, like, one of the big things that I'm sort of dealing with at the moment is because I've seen so much of the map, the game has scaled the requirements for my grudging to a level where I will never be able to get out of, like, the lower grudging levels, which is going to affect me financially. They are going to be fixing that in a subsequent patch. There's already mods out there which do some pretty interesting stuff, where, like, if you fail a grudge, it lowers your, like, the next one's maximum requirement, and if you succeed extremely well, it raises it again. So it's interesting what they worked on in that regard.
Stelton wants military access. I'm gonna give it to him.
So we'll see how Creative Assembly decides to do it, because modders have already proved that you can work within the bounds of this. The other thing is something people might have noticed in that, like, the grudge settler units, that sort of they become a bit of a weird trap to start with, because you can get them for free when you're doing well, but then if you do poorly, their upkeep just astronomically soars into the ceiling. Which is a problem. So they're going to, like, tweak that as well.
Tomb Kings just asked me for military access. For some
Yeah,
reason.
they'll do that if you're when you're big enough.
Yeah, that's one of the funny things about them, is they're like, we love you, we love how big you are. Please, be big with us.
Please be my bear.
Together
this
we will
is
pull the war
Zufbar.
sled of victory.
Zufbar wants military access. Okay.
I was about to
fine.
say, and they make
We'll
a
do
kissy
that.
face. So there's Cole. Yep, he's attacking the location. He thinks he's gonna take it. Yep, he's taking it. There's like a little word above his head, clueless, because right next to him, right next to him is King Lung Coral Seeker, who was hiding in ambush stance. So,
Quickly.
goodbye.
We're off to fulfill. Let us find our
Bonk. All right, I gotta put that on there. Where do you put that on those guys? There we go. So that's
Everything was drawn once. This is again.
because I pretty much invested nothing into that settlement. I pretty much lost nothing when they attacked it, so that was good.
They will fall.
That was like basically the the plan. Damn.
Well, that's the
Goodbye,
end of that.
Astrogoth. Yeah, goodbye, Jojo.
Good night, Astrogoth.
I'm on it.
And now Katarine can start doing her war sled line. Oh yeah, by the way, cool guy, I actually haven't invested points into the war sled line yet, so they're gonna get more correct.
Yep. I figured.
Man, that's really weird.
Absolutely not. No exceptions. For a glorious
What are you
day.
doing? There we go.
You reckon an airship could fit underground?
No, Malachi, an airship could not fit underground. Shut up. You need to shut the fuck up. Oops, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to get replenishment.
Slayer.
And ritualistic scarring to make all my boys a lot less
If it
take
speeds me doom,
a lot less
I'm
die
for it.
when hit. So
All
let's
right, now
go.
I can finally recruit Astankia. Hello, Astankia.
Oh right, there's that guy over there. He declared war on my things and like sacked one of my stuff. Is he still around? What a jerk. Remember, I completely forgot that was like an entire thing that happened on the periphery.
Festus
Yeah.
is running roughshod through the center of the empire because he's not confident enough to take any particular area, and that is hilarious to me because I'm about to beat up his house, and then I'm going to use the prestige from beating up his house to confederate. Which one are you? It's Hochland, I think. Yes,
gonna
it's
take-
Hochland.
It's gonna take Astankia 2 turns to be ready, because it's gonna take her 2 turns to get her war sled stack. Because they only take 1 turn to recruit.
I've still got to recruit some orc hewers to my armies. Maybe I should like look into that.
What?
Yeah, get rid of the grudge
Merciful
throwers,
Slayer. Maybe your doom is yet to come.
and I'll recruit some goblin hewers to the army.
My throne.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot that I have territory over in fucking next to Cult of Pleasure.
Wish I had my pokies on.
I mean, you have the power to just get rid of that.
It's making a lot of money though.
Oh, well, then maybe have it keep making money until the Cult of Pleasure decides they're tired of you making money.
Yeah, it's like it's 2,400 turns,
Just
so I'm gonna
tinkering
keep
with
that
the
around
setup.
for now.
2,400 a turn.
Just trying to think what unit I want to put a goblin hewer in my army so I can start accruing dead goblins, and I'm just not sure what unit I want to take out. Maybe I'll take out one of these thunderers. I probably don't need that many thunderers.
No grudges, please, lads.
Oh right, I'm not in the right stance for that. That's okay. I can flick into the stance. Oh no, I'm in foreign territory.
You exact no man.
I fucked up. That doesn't matter. I made a mistake. That's okay.
You die now!
I don't need a full stack for that. I'll have the Serpent Jetty in a
so-
second anyway.
I guess now that Astrogoth is dealt with, I'm gonna send Katarine into Chaos Waste and try to bait Archaean.
Oh, Archeon! I'm the daughter of the man
And
you
one
killed.
pixel short of attacking Festus's house this turn. By the way, I'm not happy.
I'm just imagining Katarina just lifting her dress and like an entire stack of fucking bear sleds just racing out. She's wearing like an extremely large like dress that like covers half the battlefield. You can just kind of make her
You-
out at the top.
You mistake
Dude,
it
have
as
you-
petticoats for
Did you see the picture I showed of how she rides the Frostworm?
Yeah, she makes her own throne of ice on top of it, just to
Yeah, she doesn't ride it like Game of Thrones style. She rides like
What the
such a fucking putz. She puts a chair on its back.
I'm looking over at like the monolith of Catan, which is a holding of an enemy that I'm not at war with yet, and it's fucking like
Damn it.
2 different stacks of Chaos Forces are bearing that I'm also not at war with are bearing down on it. Oh god damn it! Fucking Ungol stone huts still carving through the middle of my goddamn territory. I have to make my way back there with Malachi, and I am doing it. It's just the terrain isn't exactly ideal for it. What the fuck is the story with you guys? Okay, you guys are at war with them. All right, I need to sneeze.
All right, I got my Golden Knight now.
Ah, it's cozier underground. Greatest inventor.
Yeah, I have to walk this. Yeah, it's so annoying when like the
All
basic
right.
men do that.
I'm ready to assault the Brass Keep. So when you guys are ready for me to do that, holler at me.
Yeah, we'll do.
Let's
I don't think those guys will survive long enough for you like to need to get involved, but it's just like, yeah. Who should I give this to? Probably like a unit of Doom Seekers.
let's show 'em.
And
It's not home, but it'll do for now.
I am marching Caterin back to Bok land.
Engineer.
now I can grab that Goblin Hero I mistakenly wasn't able to recruit last
These
turn.
ones are handy. All right.
And then
Damn it, that's so annoying.
guess it's time to start buffing his hit points.
The past is the past.
Black Pit Tribe showed back up.
Yeah, I noticed that.
They've got two stacks at, again, and it's just like if I had played my first 10 turns a little bit more conservatively, those guys wouldn't exist anymore. Like that is a self-made problem, and that really galls me. Are you guys good for me to take a shit on the Brass Keep?
One sec,
Sure.
I'm just fixing
Okay.
up one more thing before letting you. I need to make because I don't want to forget
The ancestors
because
agree.
Archeon is lurking.
Out in the
Guessing
open.
he's about to jump into the sea to start causing problems, so I need to be ready for it.
Oh man, I totally forgot about Chungus Bukowski. She's still
Right,
exploring
it's
down there.
the war.
I thought you killed her.
Yeah, I thought
I sent her off to make contact with other people.
No, I thought you were gonna execute her for like for continuing to exist.
existing
and, yeah.
functionally.
No, I think that was I was going to kill her if I couldn't confederate Astankia.
All right, cool guy. I'm ready if you want to do your thing now.
All right, here we go. This should be an auto calc. Decisive victory. Yes, it is totally an auto calc.
Okay.
We should fight this, and then he just has to route.
Decisive victory for the other team.
That's true. It's not, it's not specifying who.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna sack this and then see if I can return it to the Elector. Because that is a fuckload of money.
Yeah, you want to build Altdorf tall, so you want to get as much money as you can.
Yep, I totally can return it to the Elector. Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
All right, you guys just deal with that massive shit I just left on there, and I will get back with you in a couple of turns when you have put some of your AI cheat money into it.
Hey, I need you to give me your money.
No,
Look, I'm barely
finally-
making any money over here.
I finally have money for the first time in like this entire game. I just looted 12,000 gold from Festus.
Oh, is that a lot of money?
Yes, asshole. Like, because I can't do something like, oh hey, if I just make these couple of heroes and get them these very specific things, nothing costs any invulnerable unit.
That makes sense.
Think of it this way, Sol. He can now afford
'cause you don't have to pay
4/5 of an Ulrika.
You don't have to pay theirs.
He gets
You don't have to
he
pay
gets an
theirs.
Ulrika and she has no head, and he's just like.
That's right, yeah. Or like she's missing both her thumbs or something.
You see, I always
Honestly,
saw Cool Guy getting getting like that as more of like a Donald Duck thing than a Mickey Mouse thing, but he went with the Mickey Mouse voice. I can't do a Donald Duck voice.
Donald Duck voice hurts my throat more. Also, like I think it's telling that I just spent every last dime of that just on more economy. Like I bought a bunch of Tailor's Guilds and a town upgrade.
Get money. Invest in the future.
Everything that I was able to buy with that.
See if I have
All
it better here. I do.
Let me see here.
Hypothermia would be a poor death.
Majestic Enforcer, blah blah blah. No, that's terrible. Upkeep for minus 15% for Reichsguard and friends. Who cares? Fuck, this is all stupid.
You're stupid.
Yeah, also true. Oh lord,
Man, none of
can't
these-
even do that.
None of these guys around here are very much in the way of grudges either, which is very upsetting. Mind you, I bet that stack of fucking goatmen is like massively grudgy now.
Unassigned skill points. Who else? Oh, Toddbringer gets skill points. Yes. I'm gonna give him Quartermaster because I am super fucking tired of him costing me so much money.
I need to replace those dwarf warriors with some long beards soon. But I also need to like save up my money and actually like upgrade Crack and Drag to its like next level so that I can get I can fully upgrade the gem cutter soul and also get the silver haul, because the silver haul gives me a big money bonus and like bonus to
Alright.
Thanes.
I'm done.
God, I'm so glad I'm so glad they just like didn't like. Sorry, I should say I'm just so glad they did fix a lot of the like the building fluff that the dwarves had to deal with. Because you had like a building that you could recruit Thanes from, but also another building that was the one that did all the like the Thane amount. It was really annoying. They had a lot of things that sort of were reliant on one another, just annoyed the shit out of me, and they've tweaked that so it's not so bad.
Frickin' Hawkland just randomly lost a fealty, and now I need to do some other bull crap to get them back in the what is it called? Good.
Feed him to
We're
a
doing
bear.
this again. Averland has been obliterated. I'll deal with that at some point.
Alright, Sir the Ek, you seem to
good.
still be
Fest-
alive over
Festus went
here.
down
I
there.
need to fix that.
We're going to battle!
There he is. And there he goes. See ya, Sir the Ek.
Aye, what?
Aye? What?
You got Archaean sneaking up on you.
Keep that powder dry.
Yeah, I know. That's his favorite thing to do. I'm just gonna...
Ah, time for a pint.
Time to... Well, firstly, how much
I'll
is it
try
going to set
not
me
to
back
kill
and
you.
buy them? Okay, that's good.
Emphasis on try. I need to make room for artillery.
I keep forgetting, it's like, I've only got that many recruitment slots. Ah, whatever.
Did you see that, lads?
So, Kinglun Coral Seeker. Let's see where this guy goes. Like, because I almost feel like he's gonna drive right past the frozen landing again.
Moving. Exposed.
And he's gonna go to... Well, he might also go to the short port. But the short port has walls. So he's probably gonna go to frozen landing. Or the Temple of Heimkel, because I don't know why he keeps doing that. But, you know, if he wants to, he can. I'll gladly punch him in the snoot.
Building upgrade available.
Innovator.
Is there anything useful here? Not really.
Engineer.
The friends we made along the way, man.
All right.
Yeah, I'll really value that.
I'm good. I'm really glad.
It's always good when it's
In a minute here, my
someone
wife's
else
heading,
exploding.
arriving with dinner, so I'm gonna run downstairs and grab it.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Did you see that?
I'll try and time it to when I'm ready to end turn.
It's kind of...
Ugh.
Because it's like, on one
Lord.
hand, I really want to get
A little bit
the
of luck
engineering
and a
workbench,
whole
because
lot of
obviously I'm going to
luck,
start
you know.
tilting towards the Thunderburge. But gosh and golly, there are so many other cool things to get as well. Hopefully King Lund can take care of our kid. What sort of an army is he wielding? Okay. Okay. That's,
Pride keeps me warm.
That's, it's a potentially very spooky army. I think I got that, though. I think I got him.
Keep moving. Snow warms you.
So Bak is going to be attacking me next turn, and then Stankia's stack is already moving out there. And then, what's your plan on dealing with Archaon?
I'm hoping to
He has
ambush him.
He has a super fucking annoying habit of he never like wants to engage. He'll like sack a settlement, hand it over to a Norska tribe, and then run away.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just going to have to see what he's gonna do. Because if he fucks around, if he comes in for the frozen landing, I'll probably be able to get him. If he comes in for short port, I can probably reach him from there as well. Like King Lund can pretty much get in most of those locations. The only one that's probably like he might go for Heimkel, which would be funny. We're gonna find out anyway.
What do you want, Kemlar? He's declared war on me. All right. Well, I suppose that clarifies some things.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I looked down there and saw he had Marienburg and everything. I was just like, I don't like that.
All right, I'm heading down to grab my food.
Oh.
He was okay.
Guys, I'm going to fight this on the battlefield. I'm sorry, I can't not fight this on the battlefield.
All right. Oh, okay. So when you say you're fighting this on the battlefield, you really mean you're just going to show up to watch a bunch of bearded, shirtless men get their asses kicked.
Don't know why, but I just have to come in on this one. I just have to join this fight. It'll be over before I even get here, but I'm hoping it'll let me deploy the Spirit of Grugny in the middle of the enemy base. This was too stupid to not do. It gives Saul a chance to go get his food too, if he wants. So
Suits me. I still haven't eaten my my karage chicken anyway.
that's the good stuff.
This is very much a why are we bothering situation, and I'm okay with it.
Yep. All right. Good luck. Good luck, Slnesh.
Have fun, dorks.
Yeah, I will not start loading in the Spirit of Grugny until at least one of my troops arrives in the next minute, 15 seconds. So let's see how everyone's doing. What's the battle plan here? I mean, not that Norska has walls, so it's like, I don't think Norska's gonna do okay.
No. Norska's pretty screwed here. But the question is, are they going to do anything to properly bleed the attackers of anything? And they do have opportunities to do that. They have some. Yeah, there was the Chaos Furies coming in. You could absolutely knock those cards out, give them something to regret coming in here. But like the Demonettes, whatever. The Lore, a Sin Dancer is on the western side. You could do something with that, I guess, but it seems like what the Norskins are mostly doing is hanging out around the east, which is where the bulk of the forces are, and the center. Now, in this case, I probably would have just congregated around the center. There's not really a whole lot that you're gonna be able to do. Okay, so the Furies have engaged. That is not to their advantage. They are going to die very quickly.
Yeah, I think this battle's gonna be over before I can, like, deploy the Spirit of Grudge, because, like, my army has arrived.
Preparing bombing run.
Okay, so the Chaos Furies are down. But that was because the AI does not know how to use those. That really wasn't any big surprise. Now they've put up a number of barricade platforms over here and put the javelins on top, which actually is an interesting idea. Like, that's actually not shitty. It's not great, but it's also not shitty.
Yeah, they're getting overrun. My army is arriving and forming up. Come on, Norska, hold out for like another 50 seconds, and I will meme.
Yeah, 50 seconds is gonna be a... No, actually, never mind. I just checked the eastern flank. They can do 50 seconds. They have those Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes. The center and the west are both looking really rough for them right now.
Malachi. The look on Malachi's face is portrait. I have like static portraits because it's like they look better than like the ones that they use for it.
Yeah,
for the most part, some of them look outright awful still, but you know.
Some of the motion portraits are well done, but most of them are just kind of questionable at best.
There we go. I think people just battled solely so I could drop an airship in the middle of the fucking settlement and just start shooting everybody.
Trucks away.
Where's it at?
Adu.
Oh, there you are.
The Spirit of Grudge.
What's going on?
Spirit of Grudge just doing what it does. It's actually got like a little tavern with dwarves drinking it. It's really hard to see though. Oh dear. Well, let's go bother those guys now.
I love the I would love it if you could just do the betrayal mid-mission. By the way,
wouldn't that be beautiful?
Okay, the Norskins are almost done, and you're just like, okay, now I'm going to kill you all, because you're all Slaneshi despoilers anyway.
Like I could just drive along high speed, bombing the one unit while I chase down another one. Oh dear, this fucking game. What an entirely superfluous battle this was. And I'd do it again in a fucking heartbeat. Oh, good grief. I'm probably collateralizing a few with my cannons, to be honest.
You know, based on that balance of power, I'd say you're fighting Karl Franz.
Yeah.
Those dwarves on that blimp are having the time of their fucking lives.
Like they were killed. They were like I couldn't not fight alongside the forces of chaos at least once. It's just so it's so dumb. I had to do it. I'm probably friendly firing quite a few demon heads as well.
Who cares? Fuck them.
Oh my god, it's so broken. I love this thing so much. I'm not ending this battle until he goes, okay, I'm done, and leaves.
Doesn't he not do that anymore? Didn't you get something that?
I thought that was one more upgrade level before that happens.
Okay, well, I don't see your UI, so I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't think it even tells me, to be perfectly honest. So usually it's like, yeah, you summon it, it lasts for about 90 seconds and it leaves. Well, not 90 seconds, like 3 minutes or something, but I've upgraded it for a further extra 90 seconds, so I don't know.
Just randomly dropping a couple of bombs and it kills like one Marauder Berserker and like 50 devoted Marauders of Slanesh.
Yep. I know what I'm doing here.
The dwarves on top just high-fiving each other going, oops!
Oops, we bombed some allies, lads! Oh no! Continues drinking heavily. Oh, but won't they be mad about it? Oh, well, I guess they better get themselves a book. Like to see them open it with them crab claws. Alright then.
Jesus. It was the stupidest thing we've seen this entire stream, and I'm totally here for it.
Yep, you're welcome. I had to. The game just goes, yeah, dude, like, do you want to help the forces of chaos fight your enemy? I'm just like, well, alright then. You know, the enemy of my enemy is bombing target, so, you know, like, they're just collateral. Oh, dear. Gave Saul a chance to get his food, so that's good.
He was saying stuff, so I presume he's back now. Damn well better be. Like, I'm practically prompting him to speak.
Nope, he's dead.
This frickin' guy.
He died! Oh no, he was in the... He went down there to get him a better look, and he got bombed by the Spirit of Grudge. Well, there you guys go. I helped, I guess. I will drink to victory, I guess, because I took no casualties.
Well, now we better hope he's here again. Alright, there we are.
Hey! Hiss! Push them in!
Aldebrand Ludenhoff of Hochland appears, and Malachi just goes, "Oh, hey! It's what's your name?" God, there are a lot of fucking... So... Chaos Boys. Who are you?
Destruction for all!
Can I...
Do not test
Olsen
me,
has been...
rebellion
Oh,
fool.
that's
Yeah,
not the one that I was
so-
thinking.
Okay, so you're not
But I'm
fast as
wiser
them.
than you
Okay.
know.
So I can kick you in the teeth without getting any sort of trouble. I mean, aside from them, constantly harassing my shores, but if I just don't upgrade any of the buildings on my
Malachi
shores,
Macaister.
then it's no big deal if I lose them. Yeah, they're like a demon faction, so beating them up is perfectly cromulent.
No joy.
Give him a good thrashing!
Allies yesterday, enemies today. Truly, this is total war.
You were never allies.
Well, you know
in
what they
the first
say.
place.
The enemy of my enemy is my enemy.
Oh, taking
Can I
part.
actually move
It
now?
looks like taking part in that battle actually. I'm looking here. Oh, they must have stolen a unit. Looks like they stole a unit of Grudgebringer.
Oh,
shoot
it's just
gunners.
seduction mechanic?
Yeah.
Only the toughest down!
That sucks.
Ah, they do it. It's alright. Instantly replaced. And I need another unit of Longbeards. There we go. Yeah, no big deal. Now, how is King Lun... Okay, so King Lun has to deal with the fact that Archeon
All
is...
that rock above feels
Hey,
grand.
but... Where is he going, though? Because he's landed on the shoreline. He's going for Crackadrak, I think. Crackadrak doesn't have...
Demon Slayer.
He's picked this
No.
well.
Find another sot.
What's... Yeah, this'll have to do.
Something over there.
God, if you guys are Crackadrak, that's gonna be so annoying.
Okay, building upgrade. Okay, we definitely need to spend on that building upgrade because it is unacceptable for Midland to not be able to integrate places, things, stuff.
Just a heads up, I'm gonna start antagonizing Drycha, and Drycha might, eventually declare on us.
No, that's
Okay.
alright. I'm well out of root range.
I'm already surrounded on all sides by enemies. What's one more?
I'm gonna start farming Drycha for tech.
I'm just imagining like this mage just being like, "Well, good news, everyone. We've learned botany. Fantastic." Yeah, looks like we're gonna get looks like I'm gonna get attacked again. And what a bunch of rude bums.
Okay. Oh, Wolfenburg is ready for an upgrade.
Like once I get
Remember
the
that time
money,
Kublai's
up,
like,
I'm
I
gonna
wish you
use
wouldn't take Wolfenburg.
Yeah, it's gonna be a second before I'm ready to take it back anyway. Because that de jure that is Ostland's, and they don't like me very much right now, and they're not high on my priority list.
Oh, looks like we desynced.
Did we?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh shit, we did.
I have a general feeling I know why we desynced. I was in the Grudge book when someone ended the turn. That might have done it.
All right, well,
I'm in the
that means
resynchronization
this-
progress right now, so we'll just see what it does.
We'll see if it manages to do that. But
It would be a shame if that's how this campaign
Lord.
ends, but boy howdy, that's how so many of our campaigns that we've streamed. There's always like no final
usually,
episode.
it ends on like turn 100 or so, though, not like turn 40 or whatever the hell we're on.
We did have one game when we were playing with Olesh when it ended pretty early as well. Like, I think it's a
I suppose
crapshoot.
that's true. Yeah.
It would be a dang shame.
Well, it would be outstanding. It would be outstanding if Hochland could stop losing one fealty randomly every time I go.
Final
to
Crisis
Confederate.
desync.
Like,
But that's okay, because we can boot up another game and like I can show off a different faction.
sure. I'm showing waiting for players. The last Robokai.
Yeah, it's loading slowly. Don't worry about it. It's the desync resync process always seems to take a while. So Elspeth is a pretty fun campaign, yeah. Well, at least I got to team
If
up
we
with
do another
Slaanesh.
campaign, I might. Yeah, if we do another campaign, I might load up with Changeling because I've literally never played Changeling.
Sure, that sounds good. Because I was going to play a Chaos faction. I was going to actually like show off Turmerkin. Turducken.
Yeah, like if I went from like the hardest campaign in the game. So if we start over, I think it's only fair that I go to the easiest, where it literally doesn't matter what I do. I'm just gonna walk around, get drunk, and cause problems.
Alright, so now it'll reload, and with a little bit of luck, it won't desync. And if it does desync, then we'll just have to accept, because this is a problem. And I've been waiting to see any mention from Creative Assembly about the desyncs, because they're always happening, and it's like, hasn't.
They've been happening for a very long time.
Yeah, hasn't sort of cropped up. But that's like why I start every single stream with like the caveat of this, like, multiplayer streams don't usually run well. the game usually struggles as a result.
It's really weird because there was that entire like half a year or so that they were very focused on performance. Like they even had like the penultimate speed potion update where they went through and they made the game process faster, load faster. Like they just went through and they made everything run better.
Alright, so let's everyone try ending our turn and see if it breaks again. If it breaks again, you campaign!
Alright. Suits me.
Good to hit the button?
Yeah, I'm ready.
End the turn. We're about to find out. I'm not in any books this time, so hopefully it'll keep going. Yeah, because I'm not sure whatever trips it up to make it go, nothing is correct anymore, goodbye.
I'm not even... Okay, there we go. I was going to say, I'm not even seeing the...
I think there was also a degree of a character was moving. Like, your little duder is still exploring, right, Sol? Game report, left game. Okay. It crashed out. Which tells me that it's just a permanent thing. Sorry, everybody.
Yep, this is done.
This is just how Total War is. So, I'm going to put Grimgog on the screen, and I will set us up a new campaign. Because you know what, just playing this game is fun. I don't mind starting again. Starting again is often very, very fun. So I'm just going to multiplayer.
It's disappointing, but also it's fine.
Yeah, host campaign. So Immortal Empires is open. Feel free to join.
All right, cool, dude.
And so let's go to selecting the race, Nurgle. Because they added 2 Nurgle Lords with the last update. One was Epidemius, and his entire thing is like mass production of plagues and bonuses. And then there's Tamerkan, who plays a lot different to the rest of them. In that he doesn't even really want a demon army. He wants to just go around and be like a pox on everybody, like figuratively more than literally.
Wait, it's claiming that I don't own Shadows of Change. I totally own Shadows of Change game. Like, what's the deal here? I think I just need to reload the game.
Reboot the game. We'll wait.
Yeah,
Sol has been playing a lot of Skarsnik lately. He's quite fond of Skarsnik, so. Just checking out the Nurgle factions.
Well, this guy, Kuga, he's way down south.
Yeah, he's kind of all about the elite plagues. He also sort of has to deal with Helmund Gorst at the start, which can be a bit of a pain. Yeah, Nurgle, but with hell cannons is a good descriptor for Tamerkan. Also access to Dreadquake mortars.
Well, that's a pretty major bullet point on there.
Yeah, he basically your thing is about, because Tamerkan comes from the Throne of Decay Forge World book. It was the first of what was supposed to be like 4 books about like major Chaos Lord invasions of regions, and Tamerkan was like, he basically started up in the north. He worked his way down, sort of bounced off the walls of Cathay, traveled down through the mountains of Morn, made alliances through the Darklands with Drazolth the Ashen, who lives down there, and then cut across the bottom and scooped up on Nuln along the way. And yeah, it was and eventually lost at the gates of Null to Elspeth von Draken, who is obviously the character we all know and love. Yeah, so it's
Okay, there we go.
so you're gonna be Tallyman, Sol?
Yeah, I've never played Nurgle before.
Okay. Well, you're playing a better version of Nurgle than what it used to be, so that's good. And yes, the other thing about Tamerkan is he is a corpse maggot. He was either a human being turned into a corpse maggot by Nurgle, or a corpse maggot that was blessed by Nurgle. But either way, he infests the bodies of others to, and while their body holds together, basically puppets them around. And he's in his current favorite body at the moment, which is an ogre tyrant, which makes him an extremely scary proposition to face.
That's a pretty good body.
But the thing about him is that, like, it makes him very difficult to kill, because you might slay his body, but then he'll just, like, jump out and just, like, burrow into yours, and then kill you, and then meat puppet you around instead. And hey, you're a person who killed him, so you must be pretty good, right?
Ostensibly, anyway.
From the farthest
I'm getting a
reaches of the
cutscene.
chaos wastes, he came, spreading decay
So am I.
in the name of Nurgle. Many heroes fought fiercely to defend their lands, but all fell. Their lifeless corpses, pierced by his razor-barbed teeth. Powerful fighters, made unwilling host to the Maggot Lord. And so, Tamerkan remains a parasite in the putrefying body of an ogre tyrant, amassing a war host the likes of which has never been witnessed. Rot will consume all.
Like, personally, I don't really care much for Nurgle as a faction or as an army or anything like that. I like Tamerkan. Or Tamerkan. He's pretty fucking cool.
All will be overrun by blight or by conquest.
And yeah, so
Where to go and who to be. What a wonderful way to start.
Yeah. So my first thing I need to do is I need to recruit Keswick the Befeld, but I need to win some battles before I can do that. So I will play out my battle because I think it'll be fun.
Tamerkan,
Can I recruit a couple of dudes? I mean, what's the enemy using? Trolls and other things.
master of hosts.
I honestly think I could probably, like, absolutely beat stick the shit out of his army with the guys I've got. But I'll just grab these two
So many
cards as
true
well. They won't be full cards, but they'll still help.
Yes,
All right, so I'm gonna fight this one on the battle map.
fall upon their ranks.
I mean, you can sort of see the size difference this guy's already packing.
Little bit, Jesus.
And so a lot of interesting new units got added to Nurgle with this update, which makes them a little bit less. Your army is a giant blob and walks towards the enemy. They've got the Pestigors, who are armor-piercing vanguard, poison-attacking beastmen units. And there's also plague ogres, who are ogres infested with plague. So you get all the basically you get your ogres with your plague on top of them, makes them quite strong. And then you've got these like fucking dudes ride like mutant dogs, who I've forgotten the name of, but I'll have it up here in a second for everyone to see.
I feel like it would be an interesting
There we are, Rot Knights.
conversation to go over all of the static portraits of Total Warhammer 3 and rate them by riskiest blowjob. And I get the feeling that Tamerkan would be on the top 5.
I feel like Nurgle would just basically be like most of them. You don't understand. I just looked at a guy whose mouth just looked like a suction cup with teeth as you were talking about that. So
I'm just staring at Timirkin's portrait, and Jesus.
so there's a lot of dudes here. But that's okay, because like these plague bearers can die because quite frankly, plague bearers aren't what I should be fielding anyway. So. Alright, let's start the battle. And I'll start by just... Oh no, they're coming to me. Excellent. Okay, let's have these guys move up.
Well, they were coming to you for about 5 seconds.
They do have the high ground, so it would make sense that they don't, like, fuck
I
that
think
up.
didn't you also attack them? Like
Yeah.
their AI should basically be defensive.
Yeah, they're sort of repositioning to like deal with it. I think. Alright, I'll just get my little beast of Nurgle in place, and then we'll march up.
Mash together! Crush them underfoot with me!
And take off guard mode. We want to be chasing.
It brings destruction.
They know I'm in the trees. I just moved there as a general thing. Decent.
I
job
do
of
appreciate that the Beast of Nurgle's animation continues to make it look like the adorable puppy that that everybody characterized it as in Blood Bowl.
Bring in ruin.
Like, it's just like it's so happy to be here.
Alright, so we're definitely gonna want to get the great swords in on the trolls.
Rot's bearers!
I don't mean great swords, I say great
The
weapons.
crow brings death.
There's
You
one unit of
survive them.
Norse controls over
Consider
here
it
that are
done.
claiming to be hidden, and I am getting the distinct feeling that you definitely see both units of Norse controls right now.
No, I only see one of them.
Oh, really? Alright, cool. Well, I'm not going to tell you exactly where they are, but suffice to say, it's not a big surprise.
Wing shopper!
There
Yeah, they are. You
Nurgle's
found them.
favored. Riding on. Dash!
Yeah, so what's my ability? Just defense.
Savage
Cool, that'll do.
spirits. Horned rot bags.
So the Rot Knights are basically what Nurgle was missing, insofar as they are the guys that hit like fucking trucks.
For sure! Skulltaker's will.
Well, they are the
Boy,
hammer
those,
that the
those
that
Marauder Hunters are about to have a very bad day.
yeah, the Rot Knights are the hammer that was like the anvil of Nurgle was missing.
Son of Nurgle!
I just heard one of the Norskins like randomly yell, "We'll be back," and I'm just like, I'm not certain you will, there, buddy.
Yeah. No real
Think,
finesse
think
right
you're pretty
now.
fucked there.
Not going to be engaging in much real finesse. Didn't really get a good chance to look at what Timirkin was doing, but his animations are pretty nice. He's got beautiful swings. You okay, dude? Yeah, he's okay.
He's hanging in there.
He's like, no, I have to keep it together for the blowjob competition.
Seriously, just look at that picture on the left.
Oh yeah, that's like that hole.
Terrible. Awful.
That hole has become a mouth, but that was where the maggot tears its way in through your throat and into your body. Like that's the hole it made, and then Nurgle's blessings have turned it into like a toothed opening.
Gross.
Yeah.
Like,
I love it.
that is special with an HUL.
Yeah, and as you can see, Tamerkan, like, he takes some hits. Like, he's very vulnerable to, like, anti-large, but at the same time, he's also extremely strong. And once we get him his mount, which is a toad dragon, he becomes, holy shit, he kicks off big time. Like, it is unbelievable how strong he becomes. Anyway, let's army replenishment. Get everyone healed up. Game wants me to gets plagues, but no, it's cool. We got plagues. So I beat those guys up, and now I gotta go and beat these guys up.
New conquests.
And I will encircle for a moment, so that I can level Tamerkan up a little. And then I will play this battle out as well, because I'm now just going to be guy who plays out battles. Their chances are even worse this time than they were before. But they have horsemen, so so my Rot Knights will be busy chasing them down and eating them.
Kraken bite. Okay. There are certain surnames that I'm not certain people ever really thought through, and Kraken bite is one of them. Like, okay, I get that octopi have beaks and they technically bite and everything, but by the same token, really, what are you supposed to be here? Dolgan Kraken bite? Like, are you trying to bite like a kraken? Did you get bit by a kraken? It feels like you just thought it was cool one day. And this is basically going to be like that fucking moment we had Taserface up against Rocket the Squirrel on one of the Guardians of the Galaxies movies, and the dude is just there, like, "Why, Taserface?" And the Squirrel manages to hold a straight face for about 5 seconds before he just progressively loses it, and how fucking stupid that name is.
They keep putting themselves on that side of the battlefield. It's pissed me off.
Nurgle's chosen leads
We're going for the Marauder Horseman.
Prove to the Flylord the greatness of this host.
You guys can go attack that. This is gonna put even less thought into this battle than the last one.
For Nurgle.
This is basically going to be what a normal Nurgle army looks like. Just herder, here you go, enemy, there you go, done.
Form big clump, eat man.
Maggot Lord.
The ogres are good too because they get a big charge bonus.
We are the plague.
Anyway, here comes the Rot Knights to charge your guys who throw javelins and shit. So have fun with that.
They are not going to skirmish.
Oh, they're gonna skirmish in a
Which
second.
they should.
They're going
they're
to
not.
skirmish in a second. Any second now, they're going to skirmish.
I mean, it's worth noting that those Javelineers have substantially more speed than your Rot Knights, so with a little bit of decent micromanagement, those absolutely could have trolled around and done substantial damage to your Rot Knights. That like they are the scissors to the Rot Knights' rock. But c'est la vie, the AI doesn't work like that.
Just fucking, I've just removed the HUD so we can just watch Tamerkan just axe guys to death.
Those are the war horns that are basically just like an extended fart.
It's very on point for me.
Bring rot. Make war.
Their master deserted them.
Boss says so.
Oink! Like 18 dudes just evaporate.
Oh yeah, Tamerkan's one of those lords that when he hits something they explode, and it's so good to see. There we go. Another
Right at the
decisive
end.
battle.
We'll be back. No, you won't.
101 kills were attributed to the ogres themselves. That's holy shit. All right, I didn't even see them kill 101 guys. But game, you rule the boss, I guess. 101 kills, huh? That's kind of.
They say so, I suppose.
I mean, I'm down for it. I'm game.
Oh, those are okay.
But yeah, I don't really want like Nurgle demons in Temurkan's armies. He benefits primarily from benefits from like regular troops, corporeal units, if you prefer. So yeah, that's a nice settlement you had there. Don't mind if I slip in here and just ooze myself in. And there we go. So now that I've done that, Temurkan's Chieftains panel has opened up, which means I can now spend like the points they've given me to recruit a chieftain. His name is Kazakh the Befouled, and there are 7 chieftains to recruit, and each of them will give you instant access to certain units once you level up their fealty to you, which you do in various ways. Kazakh the Befouled, for example, and his descriptor is a bloodthirsty knight dedicated to the cause of rotten ruin. The Kurgan warrior Kazakh the Befouled is dedicated all to the service of Nurgle, Lord of Decay. The rotting pestilent mass that was once his flesh is untouched by pleasure or pain. Even should such feeling be possible, he would not give voice to it, for his vocal cords are no more than an open wound. Not even his soul remains to him, for it was offered to the Plague Father as a trinket long ago. Now Kazakh stands as nothing but a testament to the full horrors of Nurgle's blessings. So, he he really likes it when you create plagues, and he also really likes it when you defeat other Chaos factions. So, Warriors of Chaos, Khorne, Slaanesh, Tzeentch, or Norsca. He doesn't really care if you fight Nurgle. And so, we'll recruit him. So, we've got ourselves... he was also the legendary hero that was added. And so I get a bloodthirsty knight dedicated to the cause of rotten ruin. So that's basically the descriptor for him in that screen. And so there he is on the battlefield. We'll have him join us. Pop. He has a wonderful voice with many things to say. And Temurkan can now continue to level himself up.
Electroball!
And a lot of what Kazakh brings to the table is that he'll buff the shit out of your cavalry. Anyone that rides anything, and that includes demonic units that ride creatures, get like weapon strength, charge, bonus, melee defense, upkeep, recruitment and upkeep. Yeah, just recruitment it seems, and then gives them all terror as well. So and obviously, once I level up his fealty more, which you can see, like, for people watching the stream can see, I have a little circle up on top of the screen here. As that fills up, that's like, we'll get to the next level of fealty. And every time I do something that, like gets that fealty, I get, like, a little point here. So, you just weighing your odds there?
Yeah, I mean, I need to take the settlement. It's just a matter of, do I need to fight this one on the battlefield, and if so, how do I do that? Because I have used Tzeentch all of twice in my life. But
were you paying attention when I did it?
I need to fight this one.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said, were you paying attention when I played as him? Because that's the trick. I mean, is that in essence...
Yes-ish? That was a long time ago, dude.
Oh, this looks like someone needs to get back and watch the VODs. Don't worry, I'll wait. Hey, everybody, I got this Minecraft joke book. Here, I'm just... How did I get minus 10 viewers? What the fuck? Like, there's less than 10 people watching this? I can't believe they hate Minecraft jokes.
It didn't actually happen for those of you watching the VOD. He fooled me. I had to look over at the screen. That didn't actually happen.
So, just generally speaking, the trick to fighting this battle is you stand your dudes back and you shoot at them.
I mean, Seems reasonable.
And generally speaking, you've got a set of trees over here on the right-hand side of the battlefield. Let me get my pen out here. Defensive. General, there we go. This will do. You got this big old tree here, right?
I'm not certain you can actually draw on my map.
I'm drawing on your map right now.
I don't see anything you're drawing on my map.
You're fucking so hopeless.
Sorry. Okay. I think I generally understand what I need to do here, though.
Everyone else can see what I'm writing on the map. Okay, so like on the right-hand side of your battlefield, there is a set of trees. You can chuck your Zangor inside that tree, and then when the enemy pushes forwards, have them flank, which will put them into disarray. In addition to this, you have a unit of like flying flamers. Like, consider using them as well in a position to flank and attack the enemy. And I use typically the cockatrice to assault the archers. Like, I generally try to use my changebringers to sort of peel off the archers. You have to be careful because they're quite susceptible to like arrow fire. You could use the harpies similarly, though I tend to also like to use the harpies for countercharging the enemies that come at your lines. Your blue horrors will hold the line. Your flamers will sort of back them up, and your herald and the changeling.
Okay.
Like, I usually send the changeling forwards and have him use his use the blue fire of Zinch. Don't use pink fire. You just use the blue fire when you get like good line of sight on them, because that does way more damage. I'm really bad at explaining things.
And
You're at least seeing map drawings from people on your team.
I basically see the cockatrice as the thing that handled the dorks in the back.
Yeah, so they won't come forwards to you. So feel free to put the changeling, move them sort of on the incline up
They're
above.
not going to attack me.
That's what I said. That's what I was saying. They're not going to attack you until you bombard them with enough magic, so you can move the changeling forwards and just get some free shots with magic. It's up to you which type you prefer, but remember that the blue fire of Zinch is like a bomb, it fires from the changeling to the target, so you'll probably want to sit up on the elevated terrain and shoot down onto the enemy, because he'll just bash into the trees if you try and use it.
You said you don't suggest the pink fire?
Yeah, I never found the pink fire does enough. It makes enemies weak to fire damage and things like that, but all of his things do. It's one of those tear-shaped flame ones, but it never feels like it does enough damage. Whereas the blue fire of Zinch is a good long-range bombardment spell, so to speak. Like, these guys will shift and reshift, and I'll just I just throw shit at them. Yeah, I've done quite a few changeling starts just fucking around to learn how to use them, because Zinch was again something that was different for me as well. It certainly helps when they clump themselves together like that, but yeah.
Man, at some point we gotta play a game that doesn't desync.
Yeah, right?
That pink fire was just absolutely fucking valueless.
Yeah, I told you. He didn't listen to me, so I told him. I'm the man who has I have a million hours of change to play.
Yeah.
I had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, let's do that.
And Zinch comes with a special ability where once you've cast enough spells, you can press a button, then click it on the changeling.
Yep.
You got it. Regen his magic, so you can do the magical bombardments. Now this gives you your primary advantage, as a Zinch player. You just don't fight fair. You just sit at range, throw magic. All right. So now they're moving up.
Here they come.
So yeah, just pop off one more shot, send the changeling back home again.
Yep.
Ah, such a fucking good shot. Yep, not a single guy who got knocked down from that one got back up again. And now this is where you sort of get ready to peel the archers off. Because they will attempt to double back with some spearmen to try and take on your cockatrice, and they are anti-large, so they can be a little bit of a nuisance. most Zinch stuff doesn't really stand up well with it. So it's like, I tend to like use the fire. Like one thing I like to do is I like to have the if I can get the cockatrice on the crossbowman, then I'll get the Zinch boys on the flamers, the ones on the discs. I'd get them to move up and flame the spearmen.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking.
So here we go. Let's see. Let's see that. You can see the missile fire from them just absolutely like chewed through like your shields.
Yeah, that's the end of the barrier.
The blue boys can certainly do work, but more killing will be necessary. Yep. Nope, everything's pretty much positioned exactly where you need them. So, so go crazy. Set those flamers on the flanks of those guys attacking your blue horrors, and move the flying flamers back up again and have them scorch the ones that are attacking the Zangors.
Hey.
Yeah, and just reap the benefits of throwing magic on people, because you're just yeah. This is it. This is the Zinch experience. They walk up to you, and you make them fucking regret it. They go, "Where's his front line?" And then you shoot them to death.
Oh, you're approaching me? Do.
And as you can see, you lost very little in the way of health at all. Like Pyrrhic victory, no sir, not on this day.
Yeah, they were
Blue horrors. That's it.
They were talking Pyrrhic victory there, and most of my casualties apparently were due to friendly fire, which scans.
Yeah, and it's like they're blue horrors. Like who gives a shit? They'll probably all get replenished in a turn.
I was enjoying so when you were showing off the changeling, and then you were trying to come do whatever to Kislev, and I kept assassinating your dude.
That was funny as fuck. I was like, man, I just need to put like a guy in. I had to put like one guy in like Kislev, and that would have accomplished my goal. And it just kept getting assassinated. It was just like, he's gonna respawn, and I'm going to try again.
Yeah, I had an entire cadre of Frost Maidens just doing that, and eventually, though, you slipped one by me.
Yeah, it was the same one. He just you sent him to the hospital every time, and then he would just immediately jump out of the hospital bed and start running back towards Kislev again. Yeah, and now you can decide what sort of wacky bullshit you want to put all over your silly garbage. So one of the really nice big changes for Nurgle, for everybody watching at home, is that we no longer have to worry about everything being purchased with money. Our military buildings are all purchased with the plague currency, which we see up here, infections. Which means we won't be doing too many plagues to start with, because Papa needs marauders. So we're going to build a rancid aloe seedling in Kadatha, in the plains of Zambaijin. And we're going to have to do something about the gallows tree at some point. I won't. The gallows tree, unfortunately, has some good buildings in it for us. Like it has a, it basically has a building that reduces the cycle time of my military buildings, which is really good. And it also has a plague spreading buff for faction-wide. So once I get the plains of Zambaijin up a fair bit, I will have to switch. I will probably have to demolish that. Like that one's just control, so it's not a big deal. But I do need more like buildings that give me infection. So I'm gonna hold off on like demolishing that for too long. I also need growth buildings, which is gonna be annoying. But we can supplement that by using the Plague God's Nursery. Actually, if I'm just using that building for that, I don't really need that, do I? No, I don't have infections yet. Do I have one that gives me them? Not as much. Never mind. New tech tree, also. As you can see. Look kind of like... It still sort of runs by the original, like, magical numbers of Nurgle thing, but now we have a military and it's just a general faction one. So we're probably going to start with this one, Maddened Crowds, because aside from the control, we want to get carcinogenic. Growth is something we always need more of sooner. And once we get that, we'll get Fecundity, because the Fecundity building is a good AoE heal for everybody.
Sweeter still the blessings of Nurgle.
Yeah, and so once that building gets built, I will be able to start recruiting marauders to Temurkin's army instead of, you know, all the rest of this goofy shit. I guess I might as well grab the fucking plague toads now as well. Now that I've purchased everything I want to purchase, I'll get the plague toads.
Nurgle's champion.
And I'm going to start making my way down towards, yeah, down towards the challenge stone. So yeah, I need to beat up everyone around me. And then Kazakh will get very happy at me, and when Kazakh gets very happy with me, he'll give me more options to play with.
Is Epidemius new? I don't recall ever encountering him.
He's the free legendary lord that came with this with Throne of, like, at the same time as the Throne of Decay update came out.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so his thing is he primarily buffs plague bearers and that sort of thing, like any unit that has plague bearers in it. So it's like also those cavalry units. And his mechanic is basically the more plagues that are active in the game, the better buffs he gets for his faction. Like, with, like, these really fucking cracked abilities. What it does mean is you're going to be wanting to spread as much disease around as possible in order to get these bonuses. Kuga
Oh, that's
is
cool.
like...
I knew a lot of those guys about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
You knew a lot of the people who were spreading a bunch of diseases around earlier this fucking year.
Yeah.
Those were children, though.
Yeah. Though you did get pink eye, so, you know, like... the blessings of Nurgle was strong with you.
Yeah, I have, and I'm sick again. I got some sort of head cold right now.
Yeah, man.
Damn it!
You got, like... Cool guy's trying to finish a video game with Soul, and it's just like Soul keeps
Yeah,
getting
like,
killed.
dude, I keep wanting to bully you into having like a game jam on the weekend so we can get some more shit done, and then like every time I speak to you, you have some sort of new and exotic disease.
So the plan is to head to the floating mountain and beat up the floating mountain.
I mean, it's not my fault that you decided to social distance by living in an actual chaos wasteland.
It is, however, my problem that you keep getting sick.
Yeah, so, like, my plan is I'm gonna need to beat up, fucking... I have already forgotten his name. Kolek. I have to go beat up Kolek, which is kind of nice actually, because getting Kolek's traits on Temurkin is kind of nice. And then I might have to actually like go back and beat up Archeon. we're just gonna beat up Archeon. Good. Just putting my arm in your Temurkin and just listening to the sloshing. When I was playing a Temurkin game by myself, just sort of to figure out how to play as him, there was one spot on the map that was just making like a repeated eternal squelching sound, just like over and over again, really, really loudly. And I'm still not entirely sure what the fuck was going on there, but it was funny.
Post victory, it actually kills something. I gotta fight this one again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hopefully, we'll get to the point where I can start. You're gonna play as the AI. Why? Why are we doing this?
Well, I mean, I hold up the Libra Chaotica, and I turn to the page that says in very large writing, Nurgle and Zinch do not like each other. And I tap
None of the
page.
Chaos Gods like each other,
No,
so, you know,
they specifically
insert name and insert name don't like each other.
Though to be specifically, Zinch and Nurgle have factional traits on their heroes and lords that gives them bonuses when fighting one another. So Zinch gets bonuses against Nurgle, Nurgle gets bonuses against Zinch. So I'm really interested to see how this battle goes.
Oh, this is, I mean, it's pretty one-sided. Look at that balance of power.
True, but remember, the game thought Cool Guy was gonna lose a unit. So you know, imagine the amazing things you could pull off. And by that I mean, Cool Guy really only has to do what he did last time.
I mean, what I did last time is objectively not going to work here because I baited the
Right.
enemy
but
into charging a line.
at the risk
Soul
of
is not
at the risk
going
of
to do that.
at the risk of show he vanished. Ah. Oh, I see what he's doing.
He went back up onto the hill,
Oh.
which is exactly what he should do, and he's screening his crossbowmen, which again is exactly what he should do.
Yeah. But
And I don't have the convenient trees to hide in this time.
right.
So this is going to be more annoying. Like, I'll probably win and everything, sure, but
well,
this is
you
gonna be
have
annoying.
well, if you ever
It's
let me
impossible for you to lose. Look at that balance of power.
I'm sitting here with my arms folded, trying to just say the magical words. You have a long-range fucking magical skill that he cannot reach you with. You
I
can just
understand
bomb him
that.
to death. Bomb him to death with magic.
I
and
understand
then
that,
his
and
little
trust me,
crossbows.
I actually have 2 units that can do that.
Yeah, but one of them's
The
a lot
thing
easier
is,
for him
like,
to micro
I'm-
out of. Did you flank the battlefield?
No, they can't flee. It's a settlement battle.
Okay, I was gonna say, were you about to like just
Yeah.
absolutely super prank this man?
If you wanted to flee, then you know, okay, sure, you can do that. I'm just going to take the settlement.
I mean, like the added bonuses is now when his units break and flee, they'll leave the battlefield before they rally. And you,
Let's be real.
he's realized it. It's like, wait, no. I'm really hoping this is just Soul waits for Cool Guy to get all the way across the battlefield and then forfeits the battle. That's like I have one dream and that's it.
That's not gonna be it. That ain't him.
That ain't him. See, this isn't a bad idea that he's doing, but it won't protect him from the bombardment spells.
I mean, I particularly have one wizard that just hits you from overhead.
Yeah, exactly. Like it'll protect him from like the changeling's long shot, but he can't fit every unit in the trees, and the angle that his troops are standing at is actually really beneficial for how the changeling shoots his attacks. Are you moving your troops again based on what I just said, or are you just like running away from him because it's funny?
No, I was trying to get them more in the trees, but
Okay.
they can't really fit.
This is really just the whole campaign condensed. So fucks with Cool Guy. Cool Guy complains. Robot Guy says, well, you know, and then Cool Guy goes, no.
All right. Time to see how this will turn out.
I mean, I think it's gonna be fucking funny, but
Well, I'm curious to see how the changeling handles this. Okay, so he is literally just firing directly over the hill.
yep.
Okay, here he comes.
Oh my god, he's behaving just like an AI. What the fuck?
That formation is way better than an AI's.
I mean, in some ways it is. In other ways, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I ain't feeling that.
They're casting spells! Enemy wizard spotted! Command wizard! Look out!
Have you got your form you can transform into, cool guy?
It's village. So it's not terribly useful in this situation.
That's mean. I forgot you had ogres. That really does sort of actually change things up a lot in your benefit. But just watch out, he's definitely gonna like try to ace the changeling.
Yep,
Although I suspect you've already got things in place.
I already
for
noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah. It really just looks like your beach party hosing down the ogres. Surf's up, guys! Good grief.
Hey,
Defeat.
we
There it is.
had barely gotten in there, and then they were just like, nope.
Yep. Nah, they were never gonna like the fact that the game is really unfair to Zinch in order to resolve every single time, and it's just like it ain't that at all.
I think it's because like their line infantry is just so bad.
Yeah, that's like they
Like
completely
the
underestimate.
blue horrors are just such a crap unit.
Yeah, but at the same time, the blue horrors do work. Like they stick around just long enough for you to point your flamers at the enemy and hose them down. Woo! Let me grab my bikini. It's just
Then also I found
it's
ogres.
just us. We're dancing off to the side. Everything's like on fire, and we're just like doing the beach party dancing. It's like I'm there, I'm doing the Batusi.
Those flamethrowers just racked up 109 kills very, very quickly.
Yeah, because Soul's formation clumped him together really nicely. That's a whole lot of zeros there as well. Yeah. Like, you talk about bad matchups, like, the Empire has no answer to early game, in the early game to Zinch at all. It's like, it's almost like, thank God that the Changeling just decides to never put his head out, and like, otherwise, fuck.
I think the Changeling just isn't active if you're not playing him. Is
He's
that correct?
100% active.
Alright.
I have actually been playing my Empire game because I've been fighting all the external threats for so long. I haven't had a chance to like deal with all of these cults I've been fighting in around where you basically start. There are just so many cults. He's not even hiding them. He's doing a terrible job of hiding them, and I'm finding them. But it's like, it costs so much money to destroy them, and I just know if I destroy them, then he's gonna start trying to spread them again. So I'm just gonna
I had an incredibly obvious Skaven Undercity in frickin'
Altdorf.
what is it called? Altdorf. Yes, thank you. On turn 2 this last campaign we did.
It's there from the beginning. And
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't bother to mention it because it was like there's no way it wasn't there from the get go.
yeah. All right, what have I got in terms of units that I can add to my army? Do I really want to just buy Nurglings to make up numbers?
Hounds, scores, maggots, all pay fealty to chaos.
Well, I can't get to the floating mountain in just one turn, so I might just
Let us settle.
move closer.
Find a way or make one. Bring her up, Rictus!
Okay, I can't summon units when I'm like in camp stance, which is kind of fucking weird because it's like, well, Why bother? Haven't unlocked my plagues yet either. I need 200 infections to even start doing that. Look at him. Look at this large lad. This bastard of Nurgle.
Okay. I'm having to go through here and like look at all of the crap that I can build.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Generally speaking, I would say when you're in your own like starting out, I always just generally do the beneficial buildings, the ones that benefit you and the enemy nearby you, because you'll be spending a lot of time just, you know, not wanting to get discovered. They're a lot less discoverable. And like you wanna put the negative buildings on the people you want to fuck with, because there's a higher chance they'll get discovered, but at the same time you kind of, you know, like you start crippling them.
Yeah, that's basically the idea that I'm working with is I'm going to put in beneficial buildings in the Empire, and then when I cross over into Vampire lands, I'll start putting in parasitic ones.
The tide of Nurgle will
I
roll
would-
over this land.
Well, I don't
honestly-
really have something in.
Like my personal feelings is that the vampires actually make decent allies to have. Then again, you don't even really have to end up being at war with anyone if you don't want to be. That's what's so funny about the change.
I'm now at war with like, what is war exactly? When you have powers that can end those wars with sufficient.
Yeah, remember?
With sufficient.
Like you have at your
outlays.
fingertips the ability to summon lizardmen and place them in like Soul's territories, or the territories Soul wishes to take. You can send him potentially infinite elves. Just mail.
Like,
you could mail Soul just elves endlessly.
I could in fact do that.
And what's kind of nice is that none of us occupy a territory where you've got a shenanigans.
At this point, I'm just trying to recruit up to 20 cards.
Maggot Lord!
Alright, time to take another settlement. I'm slowly making my way towards this settlement to attack it. I'm like up to working in like mid-run.
The cities of the Empire.
Okay, fine.
Such
We're just gonna
jewels of
like, this is a
conquest.
close victory, but I don't lose anybody, and I'm already fucking sick of doing the same battle over and over.
Really? I like.
Grudge.
Okay, this is exactly the same battle as last time, so I'll auto-resolve it. There's like no variation whatsoever. I actually don't lose anything either, really, so...
Eyes and ears.
Yep, so as everyone can see, I've gotten a tick of dominance from doing that, and that's ticked over up there as well. So now I'll go to Floating Mountain. This is minus 10 construction costs for all buildings in the local province, so I'll just guess I'll grab that.
Son of
I
a
hear the
sickly
flies. See, everybody? Plus 10 when fighting against Zinchian forces, plus 15% melee weapon strength when fighting against Zinchian forces. So let's see. Because this is one of the things I kind of like from the get-go, is with Tamerkan, one of the very first things you can get on the blue line is an upkeep reduction.
favored of Nurgle.
Because upkeep, buying troops and upkeep for Nurgle is so debilitating, ironically. Alright, let's upgrade the Gallows Tree. And then
Useful there. Oh, there is something useful here. Let's do that.
the next turn, I will be able to start recruiting Marauders, who are a much better option for Tamerkan because they get way more regen. I need to get another tick of dominance, and I will be able to purchase a Chaos Chariot of Nurgle as well, which I'll be able to use for the purposes of like getting mechanics. But yeah, like one of the nice things about Kazakh is he can get you Rot Knights, and he can get you Toad Dragons, which is really good. And each of these lords has their own like personal battle at the end that you got to do as well, which is kind of cool. Oh yeah, and for weapons, we've got the Sword of Filth, which is a nasty little sword, and we've got the Icon of Decay, which has a passive hex that everybody just like becomes thin and sickly and just can't do as much damage to you when he's around. So I'm gonna try and get myself.
I do think Nissa has an extremely funny idea.
Send Tyrion to Sol's front door. I forget which factions I did that to send on to like Sol. I sent a High Elf faction once, and
it was Lizardmen.
I sent the High Elves first, but they got eaten, and I don't even think you even noticed. And then I sent Lizardmen because they would die a lot less easily.
Honestly, I just want to send Tyrion to get revenge on Tyrion. Like I fully expect that Sol would just sort of kick his teeth into his ass, but like, whatever. It would be really funny.
So here's something funny as well. My enemy has decided that he is going to try and run around me and like attack one of my locations, which is really funny because I have like lots of bonus movement speed. So like I don't know how he's gonna fucking do it anyway, because his forces are not nearly strong enough to take any of those locations. Maybe the Gallows Tree, I guess. He's definitely not taking the Plains of Zembaijin. I've just got too many Plague Bearers there. Oh well, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. He dies tomorrow. Oh right, and now, because they've already just been built, the first wave of cool units gets thrown into my wallet. So now I have 2 units of Marauders and a unit of Forsaken of Nurgle, who will help me more readily kill people. Forsaken of Nurgle being funny little frenzy boys who just run around stabbing people, which is always really nice. And of course the Marauders just being, you know, immune to psychology. They don't care. Like, they don't care about like a little thing like being scared, because they have Super Plague and Nurgle's Love, which is also the Super Plague. Yeah, you don't necessarily when you send someone, you basically, I think you're basically just swapping different factions around. So like Tyrion wouldn't be there; it would just be his faction stuff would be there.
Oh, that's a pity.
Yeah, you can't move an enemy army around.
Tyrion specifically.
Okay, so this guy has like he has swoosed me for the last time. Here I come, very slowly, to get him. I'm building up momentum. He's gonna run.
I will bring the taint of Nurgle to them.
But he can only run for so long. Okay, let's get the fecundity research now.
Imbuing rot and ruin.
This is probably one of the more annoying aspects of it. Can I? No, I can only assault units. I would need a unit with block action to take care of him. To block army to take care of him, unfortunately. I'm hoping I can just chase him back around again and kill him, but we'll see. Honestly, I should cancel that. Put in a money-making building instead.
Post victory, yeah, I gotta fucking do this one too. If I don't do this one, then my ogre bulls die.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny how the game's like, nope, you can't do this, and it's like those blue horrors alone are gonna be like enough to take care of this shit.
If you say so, game, we'll go ahead and do it.
Pretty sure I fought a lot of battles when I played as the changeling, but they were all really funny. Because it's definitely a case of, and you have to do it with Kairos as well. You have to fight a lot of his battles, but he has a little bit of an easier time of it for his battles because he flies. So you can just like, and he starts out fighting against like Nurgle, and then like your closest other enemy is Slanesh. So you can basically fly Kairos up to the enemy and just like throw fireballs at them. They fucking hate that. Let me tell you something.
I'm not even going to bother that much here.
How the weak fear chains,
This man's impatience.
adoring their chains.
This is a fight that I should not have to perform.
All meaningless.
Every fight is a joy in Warhammer Fantasy,
Come here, Chipper. Come on over here, puppy.
though. All I do is utter lies in the name of.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like... We're gonna do this twice? We're gonna need another hit? Apparently so. Alright, fine.
Yeah, the first shot will always like it won't kill too many models, but their health, the health of each individual model has been so utterly ruined that yeah, like then you start
We
seeing
want
the
another one?
effects. Here they
Oh,
come.
here we go.
And then they're like, "Now we'll get 'em, lads."
You! Alright. Tucker Twist goes back there.
God, I love flamers so much. Like, I turned to Creative Assembly and I put my hands together and I'm like, I beg you, please make an Engram Van Horstman fucking DLC for Zinch. I want one that like I want like a campaign that emphasizes the Chaos Warriors side of things, or like, but still gives me like free access to flamers, to like the ridiculous flamers and stuff, like something like Tamerkad but for Engram Van Horstman, please.
Okay, that's that. Short mission, good mission. Remember when Zeech wanted to use a fireball?
He used like 1 million of them. He can't help himself. Zinch was like, "Now I will cast a spell! Oh fuck, I'll just cast 20 of them," and just drops fireballs everywhere. Zinch, no sense of right or wrong. Nurgle's the same way. Nurgle's the same way though. He's like, "Oh, where did I put my plague? Oh well, I'll just make 20 of them." Put them around.
Oh, you know what? I just thought of something.
Mm-hmm.
There is a game that is a great multiplayer that does not desync that just today released a new DLC.
Ooh, do tell.
Stellaris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have like I wonder if we can combine the the Gemini mode or not. Like if one of us can play Gemini and another one can be independent or something. Like that would be kind of interesting.
What do you mean?
I mean that there's absolutely no reason for you to necessarily be playing with somebody else because you've sunk like, I'm not even exaggerating. I think you have something like 2,500 hours in that game.
Into Stellaris?
Yeah.
Let me check. Library. Stellaris. It is a true statement that I have played it for 2,500 hours.
Okay.
And
so,
then another 2,500 after that.
Okay, great. So like we're clear on the fact that you have put enough time into that game to be more or less done with it forever. Robokai and I combined have not even played for 2,500 hours, let alone the 5,000 that you're talking
Well,
about.
so according to Steam, it is 4,163.7 hours I have played Stellaris. And no, I am not sick of the game.
I'm
I
way
still play it
behind on
regularly.
all the Stellaris DLC. Wait until after I bought my house.
Yeah, like I haven't played it in at least a year. So like it would be I'd have to get trained back up, and I'm decent enough getting to the point where I can come up with a like thing we can do that's sufficiently funny that Robokai will probably be on with it, and then I would have to basically say, all right, now you're gonna need to look after this and this, and I'm gonna do this and this. And it's the only way we're going to keep this shit going.
I don't know what you mean by the term Gemini, though.
They released the Gemini update, so 2 players can play one.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that one.
Thing.
That feature is still technically in beta.
Okay. I thought like that. Man, that's been in beta for like Gmail level long at this point. Then
Just sort of showing everybody that for one reason or another, Nurgle has been changed. That now they recruit. They actually do recruitment from the from their of heroes from their defensive buildings. So the you've got the walls, and from them you can get exalted heroes and cultists, and from the Undercity finding thing you get the Plague Bearer heroes and the Chaos Sorcerers of Nurgle, which is kind of interesting. It kind of feels like a wasted slot, but I think the funniest thing that's going to happen from here is that as Sol and I spread our Nurgling corruption around as we grow up, we're going to get told we can put cults in one another's territories, which do nothing but benefit us. Okay, there we go. The game just gave me a lot of infections. Unlocked the plague panel for me. It hasn't given me a quest to make one yet, so I'm not going to do it.
I was able to make my first plague last turn.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Ostankia.
I'm just chasing.
They use basically the same mechanic. Yes.
I swear to God, if this guy goes back and attacks Floating Mountain and then runs off and does another fucking circle, I'm going to scream. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into ambush stance so he comes back to Floating Mountain and dies. Do I have a plague that limits movement? It certainly doesn't seem like it. Not one that's in reach, unfortunately.
I need a shitload of extra buildings that will give me even more supply, like cult supply, because that is capping me super hard.
It's like I wanna. Yeah, the terrifying mask of E is a wonderful item, and I'm going to give it to Tamerkin for now because he doesn't cause terror. Now he will. Pretty sure Kazik also causes fear. Yeah, and he will naturally. They'll both naturally start causing terror, but eventually. Pretty sure he has it. Yeah, Puppet Tyrant. Oh no, that doesn't do it.
I'll crawl through your
Does he not have a trait that kills him to cause terror? I guess once he gets on the Bubulos, he'll cause terror.
That's not a real word.
That's a name. It's the name of his toad dragon.
I'm gonna be real. Soul's reaction was the one that immediately flashed through my brain. I just heard Bubila, and I'm like, that's not a real word.
Bubulos.
You Bubila.
Your goddamn Bubulos is driving me googly bonkers.
Damn it.
I got it was 2 a.m. on Monday, and YouTube has been recommending me this it was actually 2 a.m. on Tuesday, sorry, but it was the Monday it ended. And YouTube has been recommending me for a day or two this fella named Milo. I think it's called Mini Minuteman is his YouTube channel, and in it he basically deals with his channel is mostly about archaeology and how there's just really a lot of bad actors out there who you know, they basically just make up weird shit to discredit, like, you know, actual learned people who could be teaching us really important things. And so he spends a lot of time just working on, like, debunking that sort of thing. And he's been doing one on, like, one of the most, he's doing, like, a massive video series on this one guy who is just, like, fucking awful. But the guy is always talking shit about Google debunkers. And he just keeps saying, like, this entire sequence of just continually putting, like, the word Google debunkers into the conversation over and over and over again, till it just sounds like he's saying Google debonkers. And he says, oh, like, he says, you're driving me Google debonkers. And so now in my head, like, I would just be sitting around and my brain will just go Google debonkers, and I'll be like, for fuck's sake, stop that. Like, shut the fuck up. Don't stop saying that. And he's just like, Google debunkers, Google debunkers, Google debunkers. I'm like, oh, fetid corpses would be pretty good. Those ones would be pretty good too. Yeah, I'll need to, like, grab, looks like I have to grab pestiferous. No, it actually just lets me grab that one. I would have thought I needed those guys to get that one, but maybe there's, like, a bug in it or something. I know there's, like, a thing that I think they're gonna have to fix in a bigger update, where the new Nurgle Lord of Chaos cannot turn into a Demon Prince. Like, they've just either forgotten, or the trigger for ascending to Demon Prince isn't working. And that's not that big of a deal to me. It's not that big of a deal to me because the Nurgle Lords are pretty good as they are out of the box. And you have a lot of really good units that make up for the fact you don't have a Demon Prince. And if you want to make a Demon Prince, you can still use that, so yeah. Yeah, holy Google debunkers Batman, right. But it was just like it's a really wonderful video. It's only like part 1, but he's just talking about this guy who just makes TikTok videos endlessly, and they're always just making all like these claims about like how there's like these strange things out there, and everyone's constantly like, you know, these Google debunkers will say that this is actually erosion. How can erosion make something so perfect by accident? It's literally it. Like it just happened that way.
The reality of the situation is that if you have an infinitesimally small chance over
That's just how erosion works,
9
man.
infinite area, that chance is 1. Like, I'm sorry to inform you,
Yeah.
but that chance is 1.
But like, and he'll like get AI images and put them up and say, here's proof of ruins in Antarctica. Antarctica used to be a lush land just covered in grass and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, and they'll tell you it never happened. It's like, and of course, like all conspiracy theorists, they'll leap from one conspiracy immediately to the next one, which contradicts the first thing they've said. So it's just like,
yep. It doesn't matter.
Like,
None of that matters.
Like, I used to hate watch Ancient Aliens because I used to like screaming at my television. But there are people
some good hate watching.
I fucking used to hate watch the shit out of that show. I was just like, you know, a man with crazy hair being like, so maybe it didn't happen, but what if it did? Well, I don't know, man. What if it did? Like, what if, like, flames shot out of my ass and I flew to your house and then just, like, used my flaming ass to write my name in your lawn and then flew home again? Like,
what if?
What if, buddy? And then they had this sweaty, creepy sounding guy who was always talking about the Nephilim and you know, angels and men having sex. And he always sort of had like a thick accent, so he sounded like a really like he was really just getting into like, oh yes, like not quite Vince McMahon style. Oh yes, having sex with aliens. But it was just like, yeah. And also Milo inadvertently found a fourth cousin after he contacted an artist who used AI images for making a novel that was like a fictional telling of those sorts of things. And that's the worst part, is these people, like, they will latch onto these ideas, scrub off all the parts, but say this isn't actually real, and then like spit it out everywhere. Oh my god, this guy is really gonna try and like run around me. You're wasting my movement, and for this I will never forgive you. Charon of the Gore Hunt, you are the Gore Hunt. Yes, run that direction.
I shun your corpse.
That's one name for her.
You conquest.
Damn it. He's gonna like run around me again. I'm so mad at this guy. He just won't. He will not make a die.
I managed to sack Draika's house, and that is incredibly funny to me.
Yeah. Take that, Draika. I'm gonna send him Google debunkers. I do have a plan for when I can finally commit to battling this guy though, because I have a pretty funny plague I can show off. But it is upsetting me that this guy will not die. I just need him. He should just go back to Dragon's Death. He really should just go back to Dragon's Death so I can kill him and the settlement at the same time, and then everyone will be really happy. Like, in 2 turns, I will get, like, plus 5% movement range, and that will probably allow me to catch and kill him. Like, he's in a whole load of trouble. Like, when I finish researching running faster, I'm gonna fucking kill you, kid. That sort of thing. Yeah, but it's like the biggest problem the biggest problem with this whole thing about like convincing idiots that there's all this sorts of information is that like he uses the Bosnian pyramid as the perfect example. It's this mountain that there's some guy is using to bring in tourism, and so as a result, because it's bringing in tourism and money, like the government doesn't want to do anything about it. As a result, the actual, like, museums and other things that deal with the actual, like, history and heritage of Bosnia, are getting neglected. And, yeah, like, just what, like, you know, like I said, Minuteman, watch that shit. It's like, over an hour long, but it's very entertaining the entire way. The guy, Milo, does a lot of really good stuff on TikTok and on YouTube. And I'm going to be, like, after this stream, like, I'm probably going to be sitting down and watching a lot of his other stuff, talking about, like, the ridiculous shit people believe. And I'm sure YouTube will immediately follow that up by trying to link me to the people who actually, like, you know, are the people he's trying to stop.
Unironically believe this bullshit.
Yeah, because that's what YouTube does. YouTube has been trying to send me down some political holes lately, and I just keep, like, politely reaching over and just been going, not interested. Not interested. And when YouTube asks me why, I typically write in, stop sending me this literal garbage that rots people's brains.
Alright, I didn't think that was gonna work. Draika was within range of me, and I was just like, you know, I wonder if I can get a cheap win out of her. And the answer is no.
She ran off?
That isn't happening. No, I am not swole enough on, you know, frickin' turn 5 or 6 or whatever to knock over Draika's, like, initial doom stack.
Uh-oh.
Surprise, surprise.
Boris coming out swinging. Alright, which way does this guy go? Karen?
That was weird. I was sieging Boris with one dude, and Epidemius is in range, but then wasn't part of the battle for some reason. Because I got Boris Plague, so Boris is suffering attrition even when he's in camp, so I'm just going to wait him out. That's weird.
What the fuck? Why can Draika see me?
Are you in her territory?
No.
Are you in a raised territory?
I went into a...
You're only invisible in your own territories. If you're in somebody else's, that might be why she saw you.
I had a trickster cult around. I saw that it said... Like, it specifically said, you are hidden. And then she hit me, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll retreat.
Maybe she's just pathed into your general direction. If you retreat, she might not still be able to see you.
Well, no, I just did retreat. She followed up.
She might have pathed into
so
you
now,
again.
now I have decisive defeat, and, like, there's 2 stacks. There are 2 full stacks.
I wonder if it retreated you into territory where you could be seen. Because typically that only went, well, look, have fun.
No, there's absolutely no way I can win this.
You brought that on yourself. You walked over to have a look.
Yeah, I walked over to have a look. Triple confirmed that I was still hidden, and then it was just like, nah, fuck you. You're dead. You're dead anyway.
God, I don't like. How is he so bad at this game?
Yeah, how am I so bad? How am I so incredibly bad that the UI literally lies to me? I'm taking the L. Like we don't need another another roundabout of the game giving me a wedgie because I dare to play it.
All right, where'd that guy go? Where are you going? Okay, he's gone back to the house. He's gone into his house. Big mistake, motherfucker. I'm dealing with this. Revenge. 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 I'm going to enjoy this.
Okay, so I now have the advantage over Boris, so I don't think he's gonna attack, which means rip Boris.
Bye-bye,
His
Jojo.
fault for not confederating last game.
So, as everyone can see, because I just made a plague, Kazakh the Befald's like happiness with me went up a little, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, dude. I gotta say that the first mechanic I'm liking about epidemias here, that plague is super powerful. So I made my first plague, and it is inflicting attrition on a stack that's in a settlement. Like, that is fantastic.
All right, you're right. You guys, I'm gonna fight this battle because I wanna show you the plague I put on myself.
All right, cool.
I think everyone's gonna really like this plague. I think it is going to mean I'm going to be fighting like a settlement battle, but that's okay.
Well, while it's loading, I'm going to refill my water bottle. Be back in just.
He's
oh
gonna
no,
go
they sally
cry,
down to
but
fight out in the field. Okay, cool.
He's gonna go refill his water bottle with the tears from losing his one stack.
I look, honestly, unless I was looking at his screen, I could not explain what keeps happening to him. Like, we really need this man to record his footage and send it to me so we can see the fail cam sometimes, because I don't know what...
It's been like this for 24 years. It's been consistent. At some point, you can't blame the UI anymore.
Oh, he and I have had arguments about, like, tactical decisions he makes, and he never believes me. Okay, so they have quite the deployment zone there, which is unfortunate because...
So you're saying that I can actually see the plague here. I don't see the plague.
Well,
Excuse you, idiot.
you can very easily see the plague, actually, if you just look a little closer.
What should I be looking at?
Where I'm deploying my guys.
For the Flylord!
In the
they're
Vanguard
they're all
area.
Vanguard?
I have a
they're
plague
all
which gives my
Vanguard deployment
entire
because
army
of your
Vanguard.
disease.
Marauders of Nurgle!
Cool.
Alright, so let's,
Thralls of Decay!
Unfortunately, the enemy has, like, deployed all the way back, like the cowards they are. Unfortunately for them, it is not going to save them, because I am going to send the funny forces at them at full comedy.
So, cool guy, I just got an email you might be interested in.
What's that?
It is from the video game conspiracy theorists, and they said they have confirmed there has been a cabal of UI developers conspiring against you specifically for 24 years.
That would make some sense.
I have to go check my Google debunkers. Can you guys hold on for a second? My sweet Google debunkers.
It all goes back to high school because that's exactly where all other conspiracy theories start. And there was just this one guy who just fucking I barely even knew him, but holy shit, he fucking hated me. He just really hated me. And he's made it his entire life's work to just make my life a little bit more weird. Not in any way that could actually threaten or bother me, but you know, to make me look like a fool on the internet in front of you know a couple of Twitch viewers. That's
what they were saying in the email
just
thread.
so
the
fucking
entirety
Google
of their life's work.
Okay, I'll hold these guys back a little bit. We'll come back. I'll let these guys pull up first to the after party.
Amusingly, like right after the changeling got stack wiped, the all of my cults, including the one that was in the place right next to where Drika was hanging out. They're all discoverable now.
Yeah. Like when
Like
the changeling
their
goes down.
discoverability is like 20, but they're still discoverable.
Yeah, because that's what happens when the changeling goes down now. They tried to make it a little bit more difficult by making it,
All right. Well, yeah, I knew that wasn't a thing back when you played.
So
Yeah.
since Shadows of Change came out, like I've played probably 100+ hours since then, and I've yet to encounter the changeling in single player. But you're saying he is there?
Yes, he's just, like, very difficult to find.
Oh, yes! Glorious devastation! Destroy!
A sickly steed.
God, I love those plague ogres. They were so fucking happy to get in there.
Yes, masters!
Like every single one of them had a palsy.
So, what are plague ogres? I have not encountered those before.
They're new ogres that, because Tamerkin basically consumed and took the form of an ogre tyrant, they follow him now.
Okay, so
They've been-
all right, okay. Are they like identical to ogre bulls, or was something
They've
else?
got, like, I think generally speaking, a bit slower, a bit tougher.
Kill them all! With fury and hatred!
As you can see, Tamerkin's a large guy, so all these spears are actually like hurting him a lot.
Underfoot!
But
It was the javelins too, yeah.
I can heal him.
Braindash me! For sure!
That reminds me, cool guy. I have a really hilarious TK3 story for you when you've got a minute.
I mean, we have a minute. Like this battle is very clearly swinging Robokai's way and is going to be over briefly.
So check it out. I've been raiding and I've been looking for some money, and like all of like England and the British Isles were just sort of tapped out. So I was like, okay, I'll just send my dudes to Rome. So I send my raiding party to Rome, and I start sacking the Pope's territories. And he's got like 6 baronies plus now in CK3 with vassals.
Right.
And I raid him, and he raises his army, and he tries to fight me back, but he loses. And usually what the AI does in that case is they'll just disband their army and wait for you to go away. They won't come back in for round 2 because they don't want to lose their stack. But as I'm raiding him, a peasant revolt triggers on Rome. So he raises his army to deal with the peasant revolt, and I go and attack it before he can engage the peasants, and I wipe his stack. So he's now down to literally 0 units. He then hires mercenaries to go engage the peasants, and then I attack them and stack wipe them too. Then he hires another band of mercenaries, and I stack wipe them. And after about 8 tries of this, he had hired literally every single mercenary band in the game, and I'd stack wiped all of them. And so now the Pope is bankrupt, has zero soldiers of his own. There are no mercenaries left in the world, and peasants are overthrowing Rome.
That's like the
Good end.
that's like the Swiss Guard action of 1482 or whatever it was, when like a whole bunch of professional like mercenaries basically that got stiffed on their bill for their lord. They were just like, all right, fuck it, we're gonna go attack Rome and make the Pope pay. And you know, if you hear about the Swiss Guard that's like freaking 189 that held the line against that, like, and they all got killed. They all got exterminated down to the last man. Like, that's basically it. Like, that's pretty much what just happened there. Only it's peasants instead of spited mercenaries. Instead, he hired all of the mercenaries, and all of the mercenaries died to protect him.
Poor fucking Pope, man. He's super angry now. I don't honestly know what's going to happen to Christianity when the Pope gets overthrown by peasants. Like, I think the Pope always has to be there. I think he just will lose Rome.
Doesn't he usually just pop
Yeah,
up
I have
somewhere
no clue.
else?
Well,
Very useful to Tamerkin.
in CK2, like, the Pope would still exist. He would just basically take it on the road until somebody took Rome back and restored the papacy, right?
Yeah,
Like,
he'd be
that's-
he'd be unlanded, but he'd still be the Pope. And that's the case in CK3 too. But also in CK3, it depends on the type of peasant revolt, because some peasant revolts are just like lower crown authority or something. So it'll be curious to see what happens.
Do you remember what kind of peasant revolt this one was?
It was just generic peasant revolt. Like, I can't tell what the war is.
Sorry, I just wanted to get.
But it was
fecundity
hilarious
and
watching
yeah.
him just repeatedly. Like, I'd wipe one set of mercenaries and then he'd just hire another. Of course, if he'd hired 2 or 3 at the same time, I wouldn't have been able to fight them off. But he fed them into the meat grinder single file.
He drip fed.
It's like when one of those people in Helldivers just absolutely fucking insists on throwing reinforced beacons at a Bile Titan, and they don't exactly understand that even if you like land on the Bile Titan, it's not going to kill it. You need to have like 5 Hell pods go through a Bile Titan cleanly to kill it. And, you know, then when the Helldiver deploys directly below the Bile Titan, there's just an immensely high chance that you're just gonna die. Like, the Bile Titan is just gonna step on you and you're gonna die instantly.
Have a dick move.
Oh, dude, like, it's basically feeding Helldivers to bugs.
Yeah, so that was grossly unnecessary, but that guy gave me problems. So I
He had to
needed revenge.
he had to pay for that shit.
He knows what he did, and now he's dead.
Oh my god, I'm gonna barf in my mouth. Someone posted a picture. It is homemade maple syrup cheesecake, and it's just I'm gonna get sick all over again.
Jesus
Right.
Christ.
Let's I'm interested in never discussing that again.
I don't know. That sounds pretty tasty.
Shut up.
This is true. I had to go get my washing off the line, and everyone was just throwing, like, I kept dying, and so, like, and respawning, because everyone just kept, like, resummoning me.
Absolutely not. Electrable.
I'm gonna just build up a force, because, pretty sure fucking Kolek's gonna come barreling down on me in a second, and I'm not gonna enjoy it.
You gotta be really close to me. Where are you? Can you see
Right, I can do that.
can you see Bloody Sword or Boris?
No, I'm on the other side of Archeon.
Son of the sickly winds.
Okay, so yeah, never mind. You're still a ways away.
Hosts swell
There we go.
with the faithful.
I purchased a
I'm
unit of
slowly waiting
chariots.
for Boris to choke on his own spit and die for a 3rd time, or
Yeah.
Whatever
I
it
forget
is.
It'd be
how
real
many
nice
times
if he
he's
did
supposed
that.
to have died in the lore.
This is what we want. We want to get aligned. We want to, like, get into, like, 4 more fights or spread, like, you know, some plagues and everything, and then once we get there, we'll be able to recruit some more Rot Knights. Because having, like, more than 1 unit of Rot Knights will be really, really good, because they are phenomenal cavalry for Nurgle. Like, like, no exaggeration, they are very impressive. You know, like, they're armor-piercing, anti-large, regenerating with poison attacks, and their weapon strength is, like, 60. You know, they're not the fastest, but they're definitely the most survivable. And they regenerate! Like, what's not to love,
Okay,
right?
so this is weird again. Once again, Boris is attacking, but the supporting army, which is next to there, is not being allowed to reinforce.
Does Boris start with lightning assault or something?
No, he's level 5. He does not have lightning strike, so I don't understand what's happening.
I can't tell you what's happening, man. It really sounds like you just need a 3rd stack.
It's gonna be literally all. Well, I don't have
Nurglings.
goblins, so okay.
Nurglings.
Yeah, it's gonna be literally all Nurglings.
The days of being able to just have an army composed entirely of Nurglings is not quite what it used to be. Now, is Kolek gonna come up and throw down, or is he gonna, like, wait for it? Is the question. I'm guessing he hasn't, because now we're getting into, like, the lesser factions now. Which means I can deploy my secret technique that everybody knows and loves, that I call parking in front of my in front of my wonderful little thingy here and just going into ambush stance, and that's it.
You cannot currently summon units. Why can't I summon units?
Now, we need to start boosting my boys up, which means I need to start doing. Well, let me just double check this. Okay, man, calm down. I think I need. I need a lot more money, but I can get there if I just like hold out for a few turns. So I won't build any structures. There's a like a technology called Nurgle's Blessed, and I keep thinking it's called Nurgle's Based.
And I should have attacked when I had the chance, because now the plague's not affecting him, so he doesn't have the debuffs anymore.
Sweet are still the blessings of Nurgle.
How rude of them.
I had my chance and I blew it. Boris is not dying today.
Damn you, Boris. And you're living. You'll rue the day you lived.
God, Changeling's gonna be out for another 3 turns.
Everyone started burning your houses down yet?
No, nobody burned any of my houses
They
down,
really can't
down
afford
last
to.
turn.
Or maybe they like realize it's too beneficial. They're like they've taken pity on you. They're like, yeah, I know.
I mean,
I
like,
know.
or just acknowledging, no, we totally fucked him over there. Like that really shouldn't have happened to him. Because like Drika was hanging out near Mordheim, and I retreated over near Needling, which is literally the first place that the game tells you to take. Like Needling is just like, yo, sup, you need to take this place first. This will get you off on the right
we need cool guy vision for these, because I don't know how these things keep happening to you.
I mean,
Speaking of things that keep happening, goodbye Jojo. I'm just gonna auto resolve that because I know not to do a cool guy and try and Pyrrhic victory, turn a Pyrrhic victory into a decisive victory.
Wait, why did Kolak attack you?
I'm started at war with him.
Oh.
And you know what? I think that's well worth it, because I get fabulous bonuses from decapitating that son bitch. What the fuck?
It's hard to decapitate him. You need like an entire lumberjack team.
Well, you've seen the size of Tumurkin's axe, right? And for that,
Okay,
I get
yeah,
a
I need
bonus
a lot-
versus Lodge. So that's good.
Yeah, I am fucked unless I can somehow stalemate him until I can cast another plague, because Boris is not getting any weaker.
Someone for this, I love this so much. I kill Kolek, and the fucking the minor orc faction just choking on chaos energy, crippling them to death, has run over and immediately started sieging Kolek's house. So I can spend like a turn or two, like, you know, getting healthier. We'll reduce the cost, get unholy resilience, and then I can start getting pestilentials. That's a good one. Alright, what about you? What you
Cool
got?
guy, can I give me all your infections?
I mean, if you please, yes, sure. Actually, you can come on over to my area and just throw a whole bunch of infections around. It doesn't matter to me at all. That is one time I will tell you, yes, you can go ahead and give you all of my infections.
This guy is giving me some lip. I don't like it.
Just told you it was all right. How much more like accommodating do you want me to be, buddy?
You see? You see what I had to put up with?
Definitely sounds like he received from you exactly what he wanted. Oh, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not following any of this. It's all a little too complicated for my tiny brain. Man. Oh, I got a Nurglish jester, by the way. Cut a caper, man your bladder. Yes, of course. I mean, man your own bladder and intestines too.
Whatever you say.
That's what the jester says. I'm just staring at this orc. Sieging the challenge stone. I don't think he's gonna take it. I don't think he's actually got the capability of taking
Why
it.
do I... What the hell? Why am I seeing...
Oh.
Why am I seeing Hellman? Gorst. Why am I seeing vampire counts way down south?
Did you
with,
build did you
Kugath
build a
Plaguefather?
cult building near Kugath?
No.
Huh.
But I have one now somehow.
Huh.
Okay, I guess I'll how did I get like so I now have a cult building in Shattered Stone Bay. How the hell did I get that?
It spreads. So basically how cults work for Chaos Forces is that oh, that's such a good trait. Sorry. Basically how it works is that if a region has enough of a god's corruption, there's a chance that one of your cults forms in that space, which means that you have visibility at that area, and you get to choose from like 4 cult buildings. The first cult building will typically just be a straight up gives you the currency that you need. So, you know, in your case, my case, infections. In Cool Guy's case, grimoires. For Korn, it's gonna be skulls, and for Slanesh, it's gonna be disciples. And then you've got the other 2, which are ones that will get you stuff, but if a certain condition is fulfilled, you'll get more stuff. For the Nurgle ones, it's typically growth related. Like if there's a growth over a certain amount in the region, you'll get even more. And the last building in the chain, the 4th one, is typically something that destroys the cult building, but once it's built, but it will give you like an immediate bonus of some description. You might like a plague might happen. Scarbrand can teleport to like a cult, like to a building, and like immediately destroy the city, that sort of thing.
Oh my god, that's so annoying. I'm 5 infections short.
Alright, so... Okay, so they ran off. I'm just gonna go take the challenge stone because... Fuck that. Fuck your challenge stone. Huh? What are you gonna do
What
about it,
about that?
Kolek? I'm taking your house. I'm stealing your house, Kolek. You're dead. Your faction doesn't exist anymore. I just made like extra money out of that. Hooray.
Son of the sickly wind.
Okay, so these technologies are stupid. Okay, so I got Despicable Rivals, which is bonus leadership, melee attack, and weapon strength against Warriors of Chaos, Demons of Chaos, Chaos Dwarves, etc. And then Nurgle's Blessed, which is plus diplomatic relations with those exact same factions. But I have to research both to get the tech above it?
Shrug.
Warlord and conqueror.
It just to be like that sometimes. Let me just look at that one. Yeah, Nurgle's Blessed, diplomatic relationships, Nurgle's Rivals. Yeah, well, I mean, that's, you know, you don't get a diplomatic malice for that. This basically the idea is that the different forces of Chaos are always going to be in competition with one another. Like, the Chaos Gods don't specifically want to win, they just want to fuck around. Anyway, I've got myself,
Alright, I got this guy named
no, hold on
Plague
a
Chosen
second.
Croissant.
That's not Bloodmoon. This is Bloodmoon.
Grandfather's love.
Harold Blood this like stand-in dork I have that's recruiting while the changeling is on the mend is called Harold Blood Reaper. I am about to rename him to Harold Taint Reaper.
Not need Nurglings anymore, so let's get rid of those Nurglings. Then those 2 guys can join my army.
They will march with
There you
joy.
go.
So I got this.
You enjoy that, Harold Taint Reaper.
So like I recruited, because I built a wall, I could recruit a cultist and an exalted hero.
It is
The cultist has the trait Scarbarus, right? So he has bonus armor and spell resistance himself, but has like a +10 casualty replenishment rate for my army, which is so good. And my other guy just has Iron Skin, which gives him greater mass and unit mass, which is pretty good. And of course, because they exist now, my chaos exalted heroes can ride rock beasts, which makes them way more powerful. It's fucking great. It's the good shit. Alright, so let's get control and growth going. Now, it becomes a question of what to do next. And I think what I need to do next is I need to go punch Archeon in the gibbet. Because that guy, he thinks he's tough. He's not tough. Oh, actually, I might not do that because it kind of looks like.
I don't know, man. Out of all the legendary lords to fight, like to duel, he's probably the worst.
Well, I've actually sort of tussled with him a fair amount, but I've just realized that the Chaos Dwarves nearby don't like me very much because I beat up Kolek, and they're just about to. Yep, they're demanding money or they'll go to war against me. Well, I'm going to decline that. We're going to war, buddy. We're going to immediately start.
I mean, dealing with his
slapping
armies
each other.
is one thing. It's Archeon's unit itself that like.
Yeah, he's really great.
Just
he's
the
so
amount
strong.
of defenses he get make him like nigh unkillable.
He's basically Total War Warhammer 3's like version of a Dark Souls boss. You look at him. He's a guy's big arm with a giant sword, and he just like.
And he always comes in swinging, and he does not hold back.
No, he's great. I love him.
And it's kind of like you have to either you have to be specifically prepared to take him out right away, or you have to ignore him and just try to get army losses before he causes problems.
I know. I will never forget the day I fought him to a standstill with a with like a mere with like a sorry my brain is rattled because I'm thinking of my next movements. I might stay in my base actually, just regenerate health while I wait for my voice to turn up. But I basically like an army led by a immune to psychology, fucking like runesmith, dwarven runesmith, basically fought him to a standstill, and it was incredible because they're both just like both of our, like their armies were just breaking around him. And I still had enough. I had guys with guns, so they were like standing off to the side, just shooting Archeon down as this lone runesmith just mano a mano's Archeon. It was so good. As like every other like unit in the entire of both of our armies fled off the table, aside from like one or two units of my dudes with guns. And that's how I brought him down. And it was just like, holy shit. Okay. Guys tripping over one another. Guys, get down there. We have to go after Laughy Boy. Fucking Laughy Boy, always laughing.
Okay, so I've got the changeling back, and I have almost all of the stack for him. I'm gonna miss those flamethrowers, but I managed to get some okay building set up. So like I have Forsaken of Zinch. So I have some like actual line units. I've got a dickload of blue horrors, and I've got some screamers. So screamers are also not bad.
Nice.
Oh man, Boris is immune to plagues right now. No.
Yeah, he's got a window of not getting sick. So.
That's bullshit, man.
Yeah, that's Boris for you, man. The man is bullshit. Dude was Dude was dead and frozen in ice, and he just got back up again and was like, "Yeah, nah, I'm gonna keep fighting." And then was like, "And also this land, which is inhospitable to everybody else, yeah, I'd like to live here." And so he just moves in. And it's just like, Boris, what the fuck? And it's like, go hang out with your daughter. She misses you. And he just goes, no. No. I died and fell into a river to escape family matters. Let me just chill.
The hilarious part is his line that he spouts sometimes about does Katarina know if I yet live? He'll say that when he's like literally adjacent to her.
Yeah, it's great.
What was even better is like he was probably asking that to his lieutenants like that entire last game when you were trying to get him to confederate. He's just gonna go die instead. His last words are, "Does Katarina know I yet live?"
Okay, I'm about to get wiped, so rip me.
Oh god, what happened?
So Hag Grief declared on me, and my stacks are way far away.
Oh, Malice
Darkblade
is beginning the throat punching. Oh, that is very unfortunate for you.
Well,
How unfortunate for you to die at Coke this day. No, we're just gonna hold out for one more turn, and then we're gonna go beat up fucking this idiot who was like, "Give me $800 or I'm going to war with you," and I'm like, "No." He's like, "Okay, we're going to war." He hasn't turned up yet. I'm going to watch.
Still,
I'm going to walk over and I'm going to kick him in the teeth. Like, it's fucking no doubt about it. He's going down.
it's still claiming that that all of my houses are discoverable even after the changeling came back, and nobody has moved on it yet. So I'm actually a little like kind of thinking that that's just bugged and it's lying to me.
Shrug. Who
Like,
knows?
maybe
right?
that was true for like the turn afterward or something.
You know what? I'm just starting to think you're really bad at trickery.
I mean, clearly I'm trying to trick myself, so if you think about it, I'm the zinchiest of them all.
You're like opening up like one of those things. It's like, here's a little lesson in trickery, and it's just an image with a play button on it. And you've just looked at the image, loaded it up into Paint, and then like still try to press it. The soul is not meeting with success. I am concerned.
Nope, it has ripped me yet. That's game over for me. I'm dead.
Damn.
Oofta.
I overextended myself, and that is it.
Like,
I wonder what it
like
does when you get kicked
or are
out.
you just getting stack wiped?
He's getting wiped. He's like,
I got nothing left.
Nurgle
have no stacks left,
Nurgle
and-
starts
and
slow
Hag
and are
Grief is on my
expensive and
front
difficult
door.
to replace the units for. So he's kind of in trouble. It sounds like.
Yeah,
Well-
Malice is about to wipe me.
He's having a real.
Well, that sucks ass.
That's fine.
Yeah, he's never
my
played.
first
He's never
time playing
played the
Nurgle.
faction before. He's never played the character before. Malice Darkblade is mean.
Yeah, no, Malice Darkblade fucking sucks to fight.
I wonder what happens to you once you get defeated. Because
Well, we'll find out real quick here.
They will march with joy.
Son of the sickly winds,
here we go.
master of house.
I got my cultist. I got my exalted hero. It's time to.
Boris got 4 character ranks wiping me.
Hands,
Yeah, that's another thing that happens quite often. Quite frequently, the game will just be like, "Here's your bonus prizes. Welcome to Death O'Clock." God, you know what? I might just like hold on to my bugger. It's like, how can I cheese my money making? Well, since the Chaos Dwarves have decided to declare war on me, I'll research Despicable Rivals instead.
Despicable Dawns.
It's like, do I research making nice with these guys, or do I research beating them to death? And it's just like, Tamerka's just kind of looking at these two options, and he's just like, his hand just goes straight through the panel that says beating them to death. And there's like a dwarf on the other side of the panel just getting punched in the face.
I'm just curious. Like, are you able to hear Chip dreaming like 5 feet away from me here?
Often
I
I
am not.
can, but not this time.
All right.
I usually hear
like,
I
it's
usually
just
hear
his-
that when we're like recording, and then I'll have to like try and edit your dog going out of like
Yeah.
out of our Fate Samurai Remnant Let's Plays.
He's definitely doing that right now.
Alright, it's time to beat up the granite spikes very slowly.
You're not dead yet, Soul. What's up with that, buddy?
It's a foregone conclusion at this point. I am literally last in strength rank.
Ah,
There is no chance for me to recover.
God, this is like a real swing in the other direction from last time.
I did not expect Malice to attack me though. I thought we were buddies, or at least not enemies.
You see, you have to understand, if there's one thing Malice Darkblade hates, it's a demon that uses words. He just flies into a "shut up" demon rage and does, like, you know, just hauls ass across the battlefield to ruin your life.
Yeah, and I can't even replenish my stack, so like that's it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Look, just fight it out as long as you can and see.
Win some, you lose some.
Sip as like Crusader Kings, like when you die, it just lets you take over another family immediately and just immediately ruin them instead.
I mean, like, it may very well do that. Like, we're learning something here.
Would you like to play as Dritcha? Fucking soul switches to Boris and just like fucking, it's like, now I'm the winner. Just as planned. That was my tactical decision. Epidemius had no, and then Archaea just walks up and bops him. Ah! Don't do it, bro.
Throt is occupying Frozen Landing.
Yep.
What are you doing
Malachi
up there,
doesn't.
Throt?
When Malachi starts, generally he doesn't start with Godric and Felix like he does when the players are using them. And they definitely lose out from not having that. All right, let's get the plague pot open. I have enough. Let's go casualty replenishment, Vanguard, fleshy abundance again. That's such a good animation too. When you have like all the different little traits, and then it like makes a wet little explosion.
Waiting for player's soul mana.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Rupture the defenses.
Here we go. Oh my god. No wonder that guy's running away. His stack is nothing but like fucking slaves. Oh well. Don't know why you declared war on me if that's all you had going for you. Like, that just seems like a tactical blunder. Oh, I got myself a Leper Lord. Not that I need it. I'm pretty sure I'm getting rid of all of that. Okay, it's American.
Son of the sickly winds.
Keep on boosting. Keep on boosting.
Master of hosts.
Boosting, makes me feel good, feel good, feel good.
Oh, what ancillaries do I have? Oh yeah, just Plague Ship Captain, Leper Lord, Nurglish Gesture, Nurglish Zealot. Nurgly Burglies. Let's put a growth building there. Get some growth going. I need more money, I think is the important thing here. So let's get some growth going on the Volery.
Well, I just forced a rebellion on Drika's territory because fuck that lady.
I guess I'm invading Cathay today. I'm just like, I guess I'm invading Cathay. Like I was gonna go in the other direction, but I guess I'm going to go invade Cathay. You know what? In fact, like if we continue this campaign, I'm not only gonna invade Cathay, I'm just gonna like get on a boat at some point and go attack Lustria instead. I'm going to make my way to Nuln, but I'm going to do it in the most roundabout way possible.
Oh, so you're basically going to.
I'm going to circumvent the globe.
Yeah, you're going to the like what is sort of not Czechoslovakia, going the way the Czechoslovak Legion did after World War I. Got it.
You know, I've got to go to Nuln, but first I need to pick up some noodles, and then I need to go pet some dinosaurs. And then I might just go like completely and utterly sack Ulfwan. I don't know. You know, if I'm feeling cute, and then
feeling cute might sack Ulfwan later.
So let's see. Oh, look at that! Two stacks of dwarves, and it's just nothing but like fucking. Did you guys like split units up, or did one of you just like sell one of your chaos dwarves? What the fuck? Why would you do that? You're silly. You're also silly. I need to generate money. I need to generate like loads of money. So I'm just not even building walls. I'm building like, I'm just building pestilence. I need like, is it like two more big fights and yeah, two more fights and I'll be able to like get some more Rot Knights. And that'll be good. More Rot Knights will be really nice.
Tide of Nurgle will roll over this land.
I'll be able to like
Let's see.
chuck out those Plague Bearers and put like another Rot Knight unit in. They have a pretty decent formation going here. Like, could be stronger, could be worse though. Looks over at what's happening to Epidemius, pulls in collar. Ugh. I'm gonna leave Archeon there now. He can be the barrier. I'm gonna like research making friends so that Archeon and I are just like, nah, fuck those guys over there. The elf.
Or Epidemius.
Yeah. Did you? How are you doing with the plague tally stuff?
I mean, I was making plagues and whatnot. That was going great.
You know, I'd never once clicked on like the currency button, and there's just like auto construction. Like it's like you can designate how much of your money goes to like automatically constructing things in provinces, etc. The Chaos Dwarves.
What?
Yeah. Like, look at it when we get in. Like, click on the like the little in your cash option. You know, there's an icon that denotes like your cash type. So it's for us, it's favor. Just like click on it. And like it'll say faction summary, and down the bottom is just like a bar you can pull up, which is like auto construction.
Oh, even better, it kicked me out of the game.
Wait, what?
So you lost and it kicked you out.
Yep.
You're just gone.
Fuck you.
It just
Get out
I
of
just
here.
had one button that said go back to main menu.
Soul Martyr has been
What a
defeated.
dick
Yep.
move.
It just let you out.
Yeah, there it is.
Goodbye, Jojo.
Nurgle's champion.
Hold on, let me just amend the stream title here. No, just kidding.
So if I were to ever do Nurgle again, I know the move is you have to go west, not east.
Oh, I see what
clearly-
these guys are doing. I'm not falling for that. I'm gonna sack the shit out of that, and I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that settlement. I see fucking Zartan the Black, fucking looming on the horizon, ready for Super 6. I'm going to slide into ambush stance and get ready for Super 6.
Handle rot.
And some people would say, Robokai, why do you keep saying Super 6? And that's because I am... I'm suffering from a horrible case of Google debunkers.
Nurgle's champion.
Alright, but what about my home city? I need... oh god, that's... damn, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money compared to what I actually have. I need to invest in some more, need to invest in some more buildings. Need to like continue to grow my funds. Alright, and now that I've done that, I'm going to research making friends so Archeon can be my malice barrier. And thus the day was once again ruined by net. No, this wasn't ruined by netcode. Torlon, this is what happens when you lose. You don't get to stay. The game removes you. Like, Soul wasn't kicked because
That's
the game
just rude
disconnected.
is what that is.
Soul was kicked because, unfortunately, he lost. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, cool guy. I am currently being attacked by, 3 stacks of armies, and one settlement. Can you guess what the game thinks is going to happen?
I think it's telling you it's going to be a valiant defeat.
Close victory.
Oh my fucking lord.
Tuberkin,
3 stacks and a settlement, and you're still pulling that out.
Tuberkin, baby. I'm the fat man.
Oh my lord.
I'm the fat man, and they are dead. Don't get much favor out of
That is ridiculous.
That is beautiful. Yeah, it doesn't even let you spectate. It just fucking picked him up and hurled him out. Like, Malice Darkblade ran up to him and went, "Shut up, demon!" And then, like, And then, like, so he's there. Epidemius is like, gets down off his throne. He's sort of circling. And then from the outside, Boris Urson with the fucking steel chair just fucking slams him in the back of the fucking skull. They pick him up together. Like, fucking Boris puts Epidemius up on his shoulders. Mellus climbs to the top rope. Electric chair drop clothesline. And then they just fucking threw him over the top rope and he was out. He was eliminated.
Yeah, you need to change the stream man to without Solmata.
I'm going to go to stream information. I'm going to change
Alright.
Vitsolmata not dead. In brackets dead and cool guy alive. There we go. There we go. So I defeated Zatan. Oh, good news, guys! Defeated Zatan the Black. My artillery range is increased by 15%. This would be useless to literally anybody, except like that does Nurgle. Except I can get artillery, by allying with Chaos Dwarves. So, yay. Anyway, let's take the Fortress of Eyes. Thanks for the eyes, idiot. Ha 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 ha. Drinks glass of eyes. And there we go. Oh, that was fun. Man, the music is getting extremely operatic in here, and I wish it would like calm down.
It's definitely under the impression that we need to be serenaded or something. Like I was also a little unsettled by that.
So the really good news now is.
Also, I went and.
You can go first if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I went like the last turn. I went to ping Scrag the Slaughterer to see if I could take his stack. Long story short, decisive defeat. Walked away.
I'm looking forward to him spotting you and killing you next turn.
Well, I walked all the way back, like next to Vertbod. So if he comes over at me, he will be right in striking distance of 2 almost full stacks of Empire units. So if he wants to kill me, he can, but it's definitely gonna get him killed too.
Yeah, it's a real call an ambulance, but not for me moment. Oh
Yeah,
right, I can.
That will.
Oh no, not yet. I still need to like. Killing Chaos Dwarves does not count for getting fealty for Kazakh, so I need to like spread some plagues to do it now. And I don't have any plagues on Tamerkan right now, so I might actually just plague him a little. Or I'll plague the city. So let's see. I'm trying to think of what's. Oh, that's a pretty good one actually. So if I claim this one, construction cost will go down for all my buildings. Unfortunately, the rest of the decisions aren't that great. So what I'll do is I'll just do an upkeep reduction as well. And I will infect Tamerkan with it. And maybe with a little bit of luck, because he'll infect the other location with it as well. We'll see. Now, I need to spread one more plague. I really should just spread one more plague. Hold on. I'm pressing wrong buttons. Because if I do this, Kazakh will level up, and then I'll be able to, like, get some stuff. So let's go with the big growth one there, and the Nurgle corruption one. There we go. For the Fortress of Eyes, infect. There we go. Now that gets my alignment up, which actually boosts my army's movement range, and also gives Tamerkan a 10% ward save, and also a further ward save on top of that, and the ability called Pandemisium. Pandemisium is like a really weird ability that I probably should show off in battle, and probably will. Okay, the game is like giving me so many rewards right now. The game is like, dude, do you like rewards? So who likes fighting Chaos Dwarves? This guy.
I heard you say who likes fighting Chaos Dwarves, and then apropos of nothing, I heard Drika start shouting at something.
Yeah.
I think she's volunteering.
Well, I'm going to get Because you see, you've got different lords, like the heroes all like different stuff, right? And so it's like the easiest thing right now would be to beat up some Chaos Dwarves. He also doesn't like Lizardmen or Ogres or Beastmen, so beating those up. Whereas if I got this other guy who would probably really be good when Cathay... Actually, you know what? I might get this guy. Yeah, no, I'll get Kargan the Craze.
Blessed with disease.
Because I'll be fighting Cathay a fair amount soon. But anyway, I need to buy one of those first. So Kargan the Crazed has joined the team. So he's going to join my... Really just way too many heroes in the army now. But at the same time, it's a pretty good army, and these heroes are pretty good. So I'll probably get rid of the Plague Turds and replace them with something better soon. But like, you know, whatever. I need the building to build more buildables first. We have so many eyes, guys. You want me to grant you eyes? Okay, like, opens box, eyes fall out. Look, we're in the Fortress of Eyes. Like, you're definitely going to get so many eyes. Okay, so Kargan already gets a few points in leveling up. So let's give him Chaos Gladiator.
Perhaps we can make a body out of eyes for a fat New Jersey alcoholic.
Well, that remains to be seen. But, one of the nice things about Kargan is that he's an exalted hero of Chaos Undivided, but he can get a Chaos Dragon to ride as a mount. And he looks really, really fucking smug. He kind of has that, like, he's looking to the side, and he kind of has that head turn that, like a Highlander in Final Fantasy XIV has, if they make their character look in a direction, but their body doesn't move.
Huh.
He sort of has that. He sort of has that to him. So let's go to Merkin, give him the Talisman of Endurance, and give the other one... Oh no, he's got a Talisman, so he doesn't need that. Give it to this guy. And also, you can have the Enchanted E, the Mask of E. We have two of them now, so more E for everybody. Okay, we good? Everybody's happy? Alright. Sorry, I've just been... a lot of things happened that turn.
You've had a lot to do. I get it.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna walk over there. How's Cathay feeling? Yeah, they still don't really like me, even though I've started kicking the ass off of like my enemy. They're like, I still don't like it that much, buddy. Zatan's like, okay.
Greg actually did come up and attack Vertbod. He didn't see me though.
Well, that's good. Zatan's like standing there. He's like, oh look, man, maybe you and me have peace. And I'm just like, dude, you came in swinging at some speeds that were like fucking pretty slow for a dwarf. Like, don't declare war on me and then take take the time to let me get the first swing, because I will fucking hit you like a semi-trailer full of maggots. Like, I am loaded for bear with all of the grossness that anybody could ever manage. Oh, did the Valerie also just get infected by the growth booster? Hell yeah! Oh, that's great. I love it when plagues spread.
Alright, did he wear himself out enough? No, that is still a crushing defeat.
Epidemius,
no thank you, I'm gonna keep on rolling.
He loves it when plagues spread. Oh, it spread over to this place as well. Awesome. Man, my plagues are spreading. Look sadly at picture of Epidemius. Fucking loved this. Okay, I have now acquired the mount. I have acquired Boobalos.
Still the stupidest fucking name.
You shut the fuck up, okay? Because you can turn into Boobalos, so shut the fuck up. Well, you can't turn into Boobalos, but you can probably ride Boobalos if you turned into Merkin. I'm not actually sure
if I turned into you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I'm just like, I don't know.
Not clear on how all of that works.
I don't care how all that works. I'm just gonna go do what I do best. I might actually, when we assault one of these places, I might show it off, because it's kind of fun. Yeah, neither of these guys are getting anything out of fighting these clowns, but that's okay. We'll just live with it. I've made a lot of money. I'll have to Yeah, planes of Zambijin are still building up.
I needed to be a little bit more aggressive on putting in parasitic buildings because I put in too many symbiotic buildings on too many really bad settlements. So now my income is shit.
I suppose that's the other thing. Yeah, I kind of forgot that, like, when I was talking about where you want to put them, it's like some of them you just have to put parasitic buildings on because the income sucks.
Wow, Scrag is just absolutely hollowing these assholes out. Like, I'm just... He made, like...
That's gonna ruin the economy.
Please let him have overextended enough for me to just wipe him out now. I kind of want to get his form.
Don't forget the ambush stance for like, I think the ambush stance won't count for your fighting battles within the Empire requirement for your changing of ways. But you can use that teleport ambush stance to get a 100% chance of ambushing someone if they're not, like, in a building or whatever.
Yeah, Scrag's always been in a building, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, I'm actually gonna fight these Chaos Dwarves so you can see my toad, my beautiful.
All right, cool.
Because you've been talking a lot of shit about Bublos, so like I think it's really important that you realize how mean and unnecessary.
I am.
Yeah, so we're gonna fight this battle, because I'm also going to use it to, like, hopefully show off this ability I've unlocked from, like, making my dudes happy. Like, I want you.
That is quite a battle you're choosing to fight there.
Oh, it's
to make your point on.
Yeah, look, I make my point on the most stupid battles. Like the look on the face of the Chaos Dwarf is pretty much the look of the face I would have if I saw Tamerkan zombie coming, because it's like he's a big boy and he's riding an even bigger boy.
That face just kind of makes me think he's about to spit out a whole bunch of, like, Scooby-Doo-esque noises. Raggy, he's rubbing.
He's rocking Red Raggy.
Jesus Christ.
That's a formidable thing.
Dude, it's lying down. It showed up, the first thing it did was lie down and take a chill pill.
They sunbathe.
That is the greatest fucking thing.
Yeah. Isn't he beautiful? Look, everybody, look at my boy.
Unspeakable foulness.
Look at my boy.
So tainted and revolting is the breath of the toad dragon that those unfortunate enough to be engulfed by its corrosive miasma will experience the existential horror of blood and pus filling their lungs. That's not really an existential horror. That's just, that's just horror movie monster killing you.
Dug himself up some flies and ate them. Anyway, like Bubalos and other little chaosy boys do really elevate this army so much. Anyway, I'm not even gonna bother, like, doing proper battle arrangement. We're just gonna start this battle.
Whatever. Like, with what you're fighting, you could probably just send Boobala up there and kill everything yourself.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send Tamerkan up by himself. Actually, I'll send all the other heroes up as well. They might do to learn from the experience as well. You guys hang out together. Grip those guys together. Oh, grip those guys together.
There's almost a swagger in that Toad's movements.
Wait, who did we grab? No, I don't want you. Shut the fuck up. You get back in there.
Spreading ruination. Mass together.
There we go. Because we want to be able to see him. Because I've also unlocked this thing called the Pandemisium. I like the chat. Just like, he's beautiful. He's a beautiful boy.
Like,
this isn't a demon either. This is a natural creature of the world of Warhammer. Insofar as you can make a natural creature in the world of Warhammer.
I mean, yeah, I'm just letting that sink in because Jesus.
Yep.
Like, I'm still getting over the first thing it did was to just
something.
chill out. Just like,
Alright.
whatever.
So here's the enemy force. I need them to stand still for about 5 seconds. Come on, guys, stand still. Come on, guys.
They're not gonna do it.
No, I'm just gonna need them. They're gonna array themselves, and then they're gonna fucking regret it. Because I am absolutely gonna. Okay. Let's drop it right on this unit here. Now, hopefully they won't move.
Dude!
Reminder: those were Chaos Dwarves. Oh no, they were
Those were
Hobgoblins. Never
Hobgoblin
mind.
cutthroats.
I wasn't looking. But regardless, there isn't much left of them, huh?
They're, like, even the noise was disgusting.
Oh, yeah,
and
they
it
got
was
puked on.
beautiful for it.
Alright. Bubulus, go! Other guys, also go. Have fun. You guys, good luck, have fun. And the rest of the army can now just, like, come up. Like, I'll just send them up.
Zumba Grim.
American. Oh yeah, he can also do this.
Desolation through Nadar.
Get to American.
Burp. I appreciate how so many of those hobgoblins are falling over, just like cut in half, cut in half by a spew.
Exalted hero. Bringer of desolation.
Oh, yes!
Tamakon.
Oh, that sounds so freaking hilarious.
The guy just yelling, "There stinks!"
Oh, a couple of them got up. Most of them did not, though.
Poor little guy must have gotten into the trash. He is sick. That's alright. Anything a toad dragon pukes up is mostly just to be collected, to be eaten back down again.
It is the trash can of ideology. That is the only trash can that will truly poison a toad dragon.
Tamakon.
What's that? A dumbass with a wizard literally like just shot a thing at the toad dragon, totally whiffed it.
He's a wriggly boy,
He
hard to
whiffed
catch.
again. He had 2 shots and he missed both of them.
Alright, well those guys are still staying. Let's go puke on those guys. Let's like stand over here and just like watch the puke happen from like this angle. We'll see if these he's looming. He coming. He coming. I think these guys are about to run before they get a chance to do it though. Dang. Oh, it might still happen.
Scattered.
That's beautiful. So anyway, so I don't need to bring my army anymore.
Just this goofy, lazy little boy.
We will be able to get so many more of those. Here I go. Here we go. Are you ready to die, little guy? Cause here comes Bubulus. You guys are just like, yeah, look, he's fucking dead. He's gone. Like there was a chaos dwarf sorcerer here. He is gone now.
Like the animator on
slow those
on
guys down so the
over
Bubulos
there
can have
just
some lunch.
really work their hearts out.
Oh yeah,
Like
exactly.
that is a swagger that boy has.
Let's see if we can get some of these kill animations going. Probably not. God.
Yeah, I think it's a little late for that.
You never know. He might pick up one.
God. Like a puppy playing tug.
dwarf just gets knocked over.
Whee!
Gory. Come on, get him. Hit him. Oh. Yep. No losses. 141 kills to pupil loss. Tarek didn't swing his axe the whole time. He didn't kill anything. It was all our new son.
Tamerka was just like, I'm sure you've got this, but you know, do me a favor and be entertaining.
Oh dear. Fucking Quick Head Taker. Like, I'm just getting a lore thing about Quick Head Taker. Quick Head Taker is like the weird, like I have a soft spot for that motherfucker.
Why, pray tell, is that?
Well, firstly, it's because he's he's very unscaven like. Insofar as like he likes to lead from the front and fight from the front, and has like actual courage to fight, and like even like the guy like the Lord of Clan Moors is like, I'm so fucking proud of you. There's no one else like you. You're my special boy. He's also gay.
So it
or at least
said
bisexual.
You were dropped from the game. It said you were dropped from the game, or more likely,
I just dropped straight facts about Quick Head Taker, and the game just went, "You're done."
No, I can't.
The game crashed.
It's not true. That's impossible.
The lore was too much for the game. Like Pupilos is too big for this game. You know what? I think we're done for today.
I think we're good. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the game has told us to go fuck ourselves enough for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, like, we can come back to this after they've done like the major update that sort of fixes up everything. Though I would still be happy to play with you guys, like multiplayer games of this. Not
absolutely. Like we chill in or whatever in Discord. That's one thing. But it's pretty rough to plan a stream around a game that can tell you to just go jump in the lake at any moment.
And there it goes. All right, well, thank you everybody for joining us. That's the end of the stream. Through no fault of our own, entirely the fault of just Boobalus breaking our stream. The boy finished eating all the Kelstorms, walked over, and I guess like ate like the internet, like the entirety of the internet. So I guess next week, if they don't bring out an update that sort of fixes up these issues and also like changes the grudge system to be a bit less silly, we'll probably play more Devil May Cry 3, or rather we will play Devil May Cry 3 for the first time. So thank you again, Soul. Thank you again, Cool Guy, for joining me. It is fun as always, and we will definitely need to play more of this, regardless of what it does to us. Yeah, see you all next week. Have yourselves a great time. Goodbye.